No Pokeball ult. I'm sad. I was really hoping to be able to see our Liam V2, but obviously V1 is definitely going to be the better pick for these players. It gives you a whole lot more versatility, a lot more that you can do control-wise with the ultimate, being able to get yourself out of situations as well as bring yourself into one when you're looking for a fight. We're going to be taking a look at the opening play here. We're going to see Unplus Phoenix's burst here with the Fist Blades going in with a charged RMB here. Going to get a huge parry onto X1's Wufang, going into the punish, into a jumping LMB, into the confirmed combo, jumping LMB coming away with the elimination. FunPlus Phoenix's verse picking up a very beautiful kill right at the start of the game here. We are going to see the Liam ult coming out right away from WBG Spider here, trying to chase with the Fist Blades, able to come out with an Iron Leg, bringing the ultimate out again. Is going to get tap dodge here with the focus attack. Wolves trying to run away. Ultimate down for Spider now. Wolves very low in HP. Spider trying to give chase. Armor swap is going to come out here, but Spider able to get a huge parry into the punish, into the jumping LMB for Spider to be able to come away with his first elimination of the game.
Yeah, absolutely huge here for WB Spider. No surprises to see Fist Blades here on patch 8.15 still being heavily favored. This is pre 2 more nerfs here on the Fist Blade, so these weapons extremely good in the neutral until you have those Soul Jades, so I expect to see a lot of them in the early game here. GG Shaw gonna get parried out here after getting a parry there on about Jhin, but Chu Zhang gonna come right in and start to capitalize on how low Jhin is, able to catch that RMB there off of the dual Howlies. In here with the ult active just in case he needs it, gonna get the full uppercut combo into the freeze off of the nunchucks here, gonna wipe away all of the armor here for Chu Zhang. Chu Zhang fully invested on the F2 here now, going to go ahead and pop the ult. Action though needs to play very careful. They're going to use another one of those dashes that leaves them one dash in the tank while ult is still online here. Chu Zhang trying to close the gap here while ulted will get caught out with the final dash for the freeze. Action playing extremely cautious here, wants to play keepaways, trying to find that pot. The ult will run out. It's going to give Action exactly the time they need to go ahead and get a little bit of a reset here. Chu Zhang trying to keep the aggression on. Action's going to find another pot as Chu Zhang gets a little caught up on the terrain here. Chu Zhang trying to make up the difference there with a pistol shot, not going to quite find it. Both of them going to back away to take the full reset here, and now Action in a really good position to flip this fight on its head. Goes for the repairs, not quite going to find it. Both of them on the Fist Blades here. Action going to use those Fist Blades to go ahead and get the dodge away from that initial attack from Chu Zhang. Chu Zhang trying to find it, but Action's going to find control of the neutral yet again. WBG Spider shows up, sees Chu Zhang, knows he doesn't have the ultimate from the fight earlier. Now Spider going to lock on to the weaker target here, knowing that he's vulnerable. He does not know whether Action has ult or not. Chu Zhang here trying to make something happen. Spider gonna eat a scale rush as Spider continues to keep the pressure up here, not gonna let the chase go. Chu Zhang goes down below. Spider looks for a scale rush. The F gonna come back out yet again here from Chu Zhang. Chu Zhang, no F online here, just trying to build the ultimate back. Was able to make the climb over the top here. Spider not sure exactly where he went. Will catch him on the backside here. He's trying to find that pot opportunity, but Action gonna keep the pressure up, not giving him the opportunity. Chu Zhang keeping the movement going, trying to keep the momentum alive here. Action now trying to come in after doing a little bit of shopping here, looking to clean up this elimination and trying to let Spider do all of the work here so that they can just capitalize on it. Action still just trying to stay on top, but Chu Zhang able to break their ankles for just a second here. Looks like he is going to be able to get at least one pot off. He's trying to use cover here to get the second, but Spider's not going to let it happen. Chu Zhang trying to get away, will get parried out here. Spider going to come in. The F2 comes back up online. Chu Zhang able to break away yet again here. No Fist Blades to the name though, and now back at it again in the same place he was just moments ago. Still trying to get away, still trying to get a reset here. 80% of the way to the ultimate though. He's been able to keep them away for so long. If he can keep this up just a little longer, no, it's not going to happen. There it is. Action able to get the scale rush off, comes in, but now both Action, WBG Spider with the poison splash are going to be forced to take this engagement with no opportunity for a reset. We're going to see see Spider here trying to make something happen. The parry gonna come through. The cover with the Liam F. We're gonna come back in off of the ultimate in Action with a huge pressure gap onto WBG Spider. The ult's gonna come through. Action just needs to find one ultimate, get the freeze and make it happen. He's not gonna find it on the initial one. Spider now trying to break away. Action gonna go for the grapple. Spider on the backside just keeps it going. The bell gonna be popped here, giving Action a little bit of x-ray vision. Keeps the match going here, and Spider just trying to break away. He knows that freeze is gonna come through. Action looks for the opportunity. Spider with the scale rush up top. Will Action find it? There's the freeze, ladies and gentlemen.
God.
Action gets not one, he gets two.
Oh my goodness, Action came to play today, ladies and gentlemen. The tech chase from the Fist Blades coming out from both WBG Spider, the runaways from Chujang, and Action coming through with absolutely beautiful movement from the Fist Blades. WBG Spider put in a little bit of a tough position there, but an absolute insane freeze coming in right at the end for him to capitalize on the victory there in that fight. The ring around the rosy movement in that zone, watching the pro players utilize every single nook and cranny for their movement, for the ankle breaking, was just absolutely insane. Chujang had a very, very good fight that he put up there, but was unable to come away with his life. But we are going to be going back into some fights here. Ladies and gentlemen, WBG Spider getting a 1.0 off onto KLA's T225, goes into the 1-2-3. We're going to see T225 now popping ult, goes for the armor swap here. WBG Spider absolutely relentless in pressure, is going to pop ult here. Might not even need it. T225, 1 HP in a dream right now, sends the charge out. We're going to see the musket shots coming through from Spider, is going to try and get him with the Liam ultimate, and comes away with the kill, putting him in 2 eliminations on the board for himself in game number 1. Absolutely crazy play coming out using the ultimate to secure the final bit of damage coming through. A decent effort put up from the Zai, but Liam reigns victorious in this game so far.
Yeah, what an absolutely crazy start to the game here, as we are getting ready to head into our first room of Yang. It's going to be Alliance's Frostivus versus Wolves Wang Liang. Frostivus here with the Fist Blades trying to make something happen here on the Kai Lin pick. Who's going to come out on top? Both of them going to go airborne. Frostivus looking to come in, trying to find an intro into this fight with those musket shots. Not quite able to find it. Frostivus, though, with the armor lead here, as he does have that purple armor, a little bit of advantage. We're going to see a clank between both of them coming through. He will find the initial control, but now Wolves Wang Liang with a huge dagger combo to start things off here. Frostivus is going to find half of his armor shredded away here. Wang Liang will find a huge parry here onto Alliance's Frostivus as he continues to close the gap, finds the second parry with the follow-up, picks up the Fist Blades into an aerial juggle combo right off of him. Alliance's Frostivus now on the backside. No ultimate even invested by Wolves Wang Liang. He just no-dips Alliance's Frostivus and takes the realm of Yang.
Wang Liang coming through with absolute textbook Matari play right there. Why didn't Frostivus ult? Where did the we didn't see the ultimate come out from Frostivus. Could have been the thing he very well needed to save his life, but Wolves is going to be the one victorious, picking up that gold dagger and Vermilion's bird might buff, allowing him to have a second life. We're going to see him preparing a little bit of an armor swap for himself, just in case he needs it. We're going to be jumping into our first post-Yang fight here. Alliance's Frostivus coming up against WBG's Spider. Frostivus does need to cure that Yang depletion in 3 minutes and 44 seconds or less. Is going to end up starting to get the combo here. F is going to come out from both of these players. Spider is going to be able to get himself a little bit of a blue armor swap here, as Frostivus now invests the ult. A little late, but we are going to see it come out here, as Spider also investing the Liam ult, going to try and make his way out of this situation. Frostivus still trying to give chase, but has lost Spider a couple of missed grapples, and this is not going good for Frostivus right now. Is going to miss another grapple. It looks like Frostivus off his game today, as we are going to see him come through with the first bit of damage from the ult. Is going to end up ending his ultimate here, as WBG Spider now getting caught up. Very low HP right now, trying to go for the parry. F ability is going to get invested. Spider also out of ultimate ability here, as Frostivus still giving heavy chase through. We are going to see the connect coming through on the LMB, is going to still just try and run away. Holds the stun. Frostivus missing yet another grapple here, as F PX verse jumping into the mix here. Spider still trying to get away as fast as possible. Does not want to get caught up with 2 players chasing him, let alone 1, especially at the health that he's at right now. No stamina on board for him as well. Fun plus Phoenix verse going to be able to come through with the 1-2, but the F ability is going to get invested. Switches over to the pistol, ends up costing him his life there, as Arano from EWG is actually going to be the one to come away with the kill. Frostivus able to get the bloom and get out of there as fast as he can, curing himself from the Yang depletion and furthering his chances of succeeding in this game.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge for Frostivus. I'm sure he wants to pick up the elimination there. He puts in a ton of work for it. It does all of his damage through neutral. Basically, the ults just get exchanged and they both time out on either end. But at least he does get the Yang depletion. It cleansed from him there. It keeps his game alive. JDG's Chu Zhang down below here. GG Sha a little on the back foot here on that Justina pick with just a white dagger here in the back pocket, which is very uncharacteristic for Sha. Sha just trying to use this dagger for movement, is going to get caught out here though by JDG's Chu Zhang. Not many places for Sha to go, but Sha will find the armor swap top side here. Chu Zhang able to read the neutral, step away, will get caught out by the charged LMB there off of the dagger. Sha trying to find a way into this fight, but Chu Zhang going to start chunking that shield away very quickly. The F going to be invested on the side of GG Sha. Sha with yet another armor swap. There's going to be 2 armor swaps in this fight already for GG Sha. The grapple going to come down. Chu Zhang going to miss the follow-up there as the lantern blocks him just a little bit. GG Sha now looking for a reset as he finds his 3rd armor swap of the fight. JDG's Chu Zhang backs up, says, I'm going to take a full reset. I'm tired of the armor swaps. You can get a full one as well. But now the Sha trying to keep the pressure up here, surprisingly there with that white dagger, has now switched to the fist blades he was able to find and is going to keep the pressure going on to Chu Zhang. Chu Zhang, though, in a really good state, still has both ultimate and F available. More players showing up. EWG's Arano starting to take a ton of damage here as GG Sha just blitzes through those shields. Arano going to be forced to invest in the teleporter trying to get away, and Chu Zhang's going to show up and turn that aggression back onto GG Sha. Sha trying to play around that armor that has a little bit of armor left on it in case he needs that armor swap. Wants to break away from Chu Zhang, try to get the attention onto somebody else. The huge parry coming in from Chu Zhang. The immediate follow-up up there will save GG Sha quite a bit of follow-up damage off of it. He goes for the freeze. He's not going to find it. He does have another dash. He will find a miniature freeze off of that, but we still see Chu Zhang hard on his tail with the follow-up freeze from Sha. Sha, no dashes left remaining. Now he's got to find his way in. The parry is going to do it for him. All of the armor and half of the HP going to be ripped straight off here of JDG Chu Zhang. He's going to be forced to invest that ultimate if he wants to have any hope of finding a reset here, especially as Baoda's action joins the fight.
GG Sha here, 7 seconds left to live, is going to be eliminated by the Yang depletion. Unfortunate to see him go like this, but sometimes it's got to happen. GG Sha is going to be taken out of this game with 0 kills on the board. Unfortunate, as we're going to take a look at Baoda's action. Still trying to see if he can get some bow shots off. Is going to end up going to try and secure that Yang pass, entering himself into the Yang. This second Realm of Yang with only 7 players left looks like it's going to be less favored by these players. A bigger risk to take later into the game for a little bit of less reward. Having that Vermilion's Bird Might is a huge reason of why these players like to go into the Realm of Yang. The gold weapon and the purple armor, definitely something that helps these players a lot. Getting a White Tiger's buff as well. Super coveted by these players into the later game, but lots of the time, some of these players do not want to take the risk of losing that Realm of Yang. With only 7 players remaining, it will be very difficult for the losers of these Yangs to come away with eliminations. First up in this Realm of Yang, we're going to see Wang Liang versus Frostivus, Matari versus Kai Lin, as Wolves Wang Liang is going to come up.
Going on here.
The rematch is going to happen here, as hopefully Frostivus will pop ult this time, as we are going to see him trying to chase through with the flying kick coming out from the Cyan Fang Soul Jade. Wolves Wang Liang is going to be sending a lot of damage out with that gold fan, able to get the grapple up into the charged attack, and Frostivus just getting absolutely decimated for the second time in the Realm of Yang here, as Fun Plus Phoenix's burst going to try and come away with a grapple extension combo. Hits it onto Baoda's Action here. Action losing a decent amount of HP, but we are going to see the parry come out. Verse is going to get parried into the freeze here. This could be very dangerous, but the F ability from verse is going to be the crucial part of his survival here. The Cavalry Bloom coming in off of the grapple bump. Bauda's action, absolutely amazing, coming in to win the second Realm of Yang.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what I was talking about earlier, right? We're going to see a lot of those fist blades early on into the game, but as we see more and more of those crucial soul jades, like that Cavalry Bloom we just saw about us action invest here into this fight coming through, we're going to see a lot of these players changing off of those fist blades just because of how important those soul jades are. As we cut over to Alliance's Frostivus here, 5 minutes. Of course, that Realm of Yang depletion going to be a little bit longer on the second Yang, which is why we see so many players now taking the second Yang over just avoiding it altogether. You have a lot more time to make things happen. Frostivus is going to be waiting for the optimal moment to find his way back into this game. As we take a look here at your 7 players left remaining in the live lobby, we have JDG's Chu Zhang, EWG's Arano, Bauda's Action, Fun Plus Phoenix's Verst, Wolves, Wang Liang, Alliance's Frostivus, and X1's Wu Fang. As we take a look at the score here, it is Bauda's Action who is leading the lobby by a country mile right now with 5 eliminations to his name. 5 eliminations typically being where you top out in solos at the very end of the game. So Action still has a lot of room to continue to put eliminations up on the board. Here we go. Frostivus coming in here on to Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse, looking for that potential possibility to pick up the Soul Bloom that he's going to need here. Still 3 minutes and 30 seconds left remaining on that Yang depletion. He is going to find a massive parry here on to Verse. Verse going to be using that F very early on in the fight here to recover from the parry there to be able to get those dual Hallies back up. Frostivus finding more control of the neutral here, but needs to find a good way into the fight. But unfortunately, the third party is going to come through, and it's Bauda's Action with a bow shot to the back of Frostivus' head, and it instantly turns Frostivus into the target as his armor is completely eliminated and gives Verse the opportunity to take a full reset. Frostivus invested the ultimate already just to break away here with the bounty on his head as well. This could spell disaster for Frostivus. That singular bow shot could be all that stands between him and being eliminated this game, and the target he was just on finds himself being eliminated by Wolves Wang Liang as JDG's Verse gets sent back to the lobby. Or sorry, not JDG's, but Verse gets sent back to the lobby here. Oh my goodness. Now with 6 players left remaining, Frostivus is coming in. He's got no choice but to take this fight without his ultimate, trying to pressure onto Wolves Wang Liang. Wang Liang with the staff though, gonna catch him in the charge RB uppercut with the bow shots being held in air. He just gets double teamed by Wolves Wang Liang, and Bauda's Action, no place to go, juggled in the staff while he gets bow shot in the head by Bauda's Action. What a way to go.
And JDG's Chu Zhang, the one actually picking up the kill at the end with the pistol shot from downtown. This is why we love NBPL, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the crazy action, and it could not be at more of a perfect time. Action still on 5 eliminations. The Yang depletion players have been taken out of this game, and we are going to be seeing these last 5 players duke it out to see who is going to become MVP in game number 1. Bauda's Action doing a little bit of movement tech here with the dual blades. Some very, very nice movement tech that we see coming out from him here. Very, very versatile and useful in these games. As you can see, it offers a huge competitive advantage, spamming that W key while in the charge form of your left click. Wolves Wang Liang coming through with a beautiful play earlier, as well as we're going to see the replay in the Realm of Yang from X1's Wu Fang and GG Shaw's. We're going to see the scale rush coming out from the dagger here, back into the F ability, into the bow shot from Kylin, switching over to that longsword, purple longsword coming out into the ultimate right away, investing it early. We're going to see the F come out into the ult from GG Shaw, but Wu Fang, ready to let this go at a moment's notice, is going to get brought back down. And oh my goodness, GG Shaw bringing this back from out of nowhere into the grapple bump. The F ability is going to come out. Wu Fang now needs to make something happen, but GG Shaw is just going to do an amazing job at coming away with, oh my goodness, has him on the ropes here. Now both at 1 HP. We are going to see the huge parry from Zone's Wu Fang, and wow, what a play.
That was an incredible bait by Wu Fang there. If you notice, he actually starts to charge, baits him into throwing the blue, and uses a jump cancel to suck himself the extra distance into that parry. For those of you watching at home who are unaware, if you actually jump before parrying, your parry gets a little bit of tracking that will pull you towards the target. He was able to utilize that around the corner of the pillar to guarantee that parry after baiting him into it. Exceptionally clean. Very hard to do sometimes here. As we head over to our Spirit Well, we're to see Arano trying to secure it for himself here. If you're unaware of these Spirit Wells, only the person who secures it is able to pick up that loot for quite a long time. So you can actually secure yourself a full armor reset if you're able to take this Spirit Well that nobody can take from you. There it is. Chu Zhang is going to be the one to secure it now. He's holding on to a fully healed purple armor that's sitting on the battlefield. Nobody else can pick up. He can come and armor swap into at any single time, Seb.
And that is a crucial thing that could happen. He gets his gold armor depleted. The whole lobby's on him. Bam, I got purple armor. Nobody can take that away from him, and nobody will take that away from him, as he now also has the golden hang sword in hand. Going to try and see if he can make something happen. We see the Assault Smolder Jade coming out as well, giving a little bit of burn tick damage, which can be very, very detrimental to these final circles. Taking a damage over time is always something that these players want to try and avoid, because healing it, it'll still tick down, and it will cause you a lot of problems, giving you a lot less time to heal here, as Wolves Wang Liang down at the bottom here, trying to make something happen. Scale rushing away from the high ground. Looks like he's going to try and reposition himself in the circle, as we're going to see this Bane coming through, the late game Bane, something that has come in fairly recently to the game. I mean, it's been in here for a while, but it's something that is still relatively new in the state of the NBPL, and is something that is super interesting to see how these players are able to get around this Bane, because it does cover a huge amount of the circle. Before, we were only seeing Banes in the early game. They would expire, but as this isn't a Bane that you can buy, this is just one that spawns in randomly. Oh my goodness, crazy parry from Chu Zhang. Gets the full punish as they're sliding off of the high ground here. The jabbing coming in from Wang Liang to knock him off of his target for just a little bit. Arano able to use that amount of time to scale away, and it looks like he was able to actually pick up that purple armor, as it wasn't given from the Spirit Well. It was the armor that was swapped into from Chu Zhang, as they now going to hold the area with the Sky Pillar, trying to block off any range damage coming through. Chu Zhang trying to make something happen onto Arano, isn't going to be able to come away with very much damage, as Arano able to get away pretty fast. As we go in circle 5, closing in onto circle 6 as we speak. Arano getting dangerously low, chased by none other than Baoda's Action and JDG's Chu Zhang. EWG's Arano going to try and get a pot off. Does have that advanced heal going for them. Switches over to the dagger to try and be able to make a little bit more movement happen for them. Is going to be able to get this entire reset off thanks to the advanced heal. Going to be scale rushing through. Is going to hit Wang Liang. Sorry, just passing through. Is going to get a little kick to the face, though, as Wolves Wang Liang is going to try and back off, see if he can chase a little bit. But nobody wanting to make too much of a commitment, as if they get caught out, it will be dinner time for the rest of these players.
Yeah, this is a very, very interesting final circle. I always find that the final circles that fall in this area a little bit harder to look for those eliminations, right? There's so many little nooks and crannies here to maneuver around, especially when the main building is still there. You have like 4 different layers to that main building where you can get separated. This is zone 5 fully collapsing onto zone 6, though, as we speak. A little bit less room for these players to maneuver around, but you still have a couple of buildings here and tons of walls to scale rush off of and maneuver around. Baoda's Action looking for an opportunity to go in there. Doesn't quite see what he's looking for. All these players kind of staying away from the fight here. EWG's Arano trying to set up something onto Wolves Wang Liang, not quite able to find it. Both Arano and Wolves Wang Liang there with the Sky Pillar, using that Sky Pillar Soul Jade to just kind of threaten that space, because if you get hit by that, you end up taking that silence. That could spell disaster for you in the late stages of the game here. Chu Zhang looking for force some appropriate position. And again, look at them, both Arano and Wang Liang here with that Sky Pillar, just threatening the space, keeping as many players away as humanly possible. They both recognize that they have the Sky Pillar as well, so they're positioning near each other, but they're not going to threaten that space with one another because neither of them wants to be hit by the silence. But being close makes it even harder for the rest of the lobby to approach them, because now you run the risk of being bounced between two different Sky Pillars, and that is definitely not where you want to be. Baoda's Action, though, looking to play a little bit close. He's held on to these purple dual blades here because he does have that Cavalry Bloom, and we know just how powerful an asset Cavalry Bloom can really be here. So even though he has that legendary weapon in the back pocket, he's going to be looking to utilize that Cav Bloom to the best of his ability here. If you're able to just walk somebody in to the zone off of that Cav Bloom in the late game here, it is absolutely huge. As we take a look, we still have Baoda's Action completely in control of this lobby with 5 eliminations. The closest player being Wolves Wang Liang with 3 eliminations under his belt. Zone 6 is now collapsing onto Zone 7 here, and we have so little space, 50 seconds until Final Zone collapses, and nobody wants to initiate this fight here with 5 players. This is going to come down to the very final moments. We have 40 seconds on the clock, and as soon as Zone 7 starts to collapse, we're going to see things really start to kick off. Some cannon shots being invested here by Wolves Wang Liang, utilizing that explosive Soul Jade here to put a ton of damage onto Wu Feng. Wu Feng forced to come outside as he's taken so much damage, still looking for a reset. The pistol shots coming through. The wink link in the lobby has been established, ladies and gentlemen, and the Sharks are hungry. Wu Feng trying to get airborne, trying to get on the backside here, just looking for any opportunity to get a pot, but the pistol shots keep coming in. The cannon shots, he takes so much damage here as he now has half shields, half health, just continuing to get pummeled at range by everybody in the lobby. And it's Wolves Wang Liang who's going to get the first hit in here off the melee damage. The ult going to be invested here by Wu Feng. Wu Feng just trying to get any hits he can in here, trying to restore a little bit of health. He's going to find 3. He goes for the 4th one here. The Cav Bloom comes in, and Baoda's Action finds his 6th elimination of the game.
Baoda's Action coming in with a sneaky Cav Bloom. Might be able to get a reset off here, but it looks like Wolves Wang Liang said no, he does not want that to happen here as JDG Xu Zhang going to be taking to the skies. Everybody taking it to the skies is Action going to be able to get himself a pot on the ground. Arano here going to get hit with the 1-2. Action going to back around here now. Investing that F ability, trying to stay on the most bottom level here, is going to end up popping that ultimate, trying to send himself into the sky, trying to see if he's able to freeze off any of these players here, trying to get the elimination onto Arano here, is going to get the Kaplan coming out here. But Wolves Wang Liang is going to come away with the elimination, into the jabbing with another elimination. And Xu Zhang coming out as the last player standing, as the poison splash going to deal so much damage that Wang Liang is going to go down. Wang Liang able to come through and put up a decent amount of points at the very end there. Great last push from him, but Baoda's Action still going to be the MVP of game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that's 6 kills on the board for him, coming in with an absolute crazy finish in a beautiful final circle at Salvation Podium, and come away with some guaranteed gold loot, which is the only way to get the gold loot before these Realm of Yang start to drop. And now Fun Plus Phoenix versus Fist Blades in hand. Spider is going to be on the back foot with those dual blades in and going to try to make something happen with the charged attack from the R&B. It's going to go for a focus scale rush here. Spider with a crazy parry, able to pick up those Fist Blades. Going to bring him back around. Switching to the pull sword for the scale rush there. Is going to switch back into those Fist Blades as Verse now on the back foot, trying to run for his life here. We're going to see the jumping LMB into the scale rush, into the 1-2, into the uppercut. Spider coming away with that first kill of the game, showing us that he is still the demon that we have seen from him in these early season. We're going to see Baoda's Action coming through with the uppercut combo here. Goes into a bit of a meter dump now back around. Action is going to be able to steal that armor swap from KLA's T225, bringing it back around. Now T225 in a bit of a tough spot here. We're going to try and go for the meter dump. We're going to see the trigger coming out. Now, T225 is going to invest that F ability here. Action able to get a bow shot, but T225 gets the armor swap. We're going to see the blue armor coming back on for Action. Now he's backing off, wants to get a pot before re-engaging into this fight. 82% on the ultimate, 80% for T225 as well. Has been a pretty evenly spread fight going around so far. Action does have the weapon advantage, but KLA's T225 seems to be landing more hits and more focus attacks as Bauda Action now on the back foot here is going to get hit, comboed. F ability is going to get released as T225 is going to get knocked back from the parry form here. Action now investing the Kylan ult is going to see a lot of damage coming out here. T225 able to tap dodge nicely away, switching to the pull sword for these scale rushes. And now the Liam ult is going to be invested here, trying to see if he can catch him. Is going to come away with it, doesn't get the elimination, but the scale rush follow-up. KLA's T225 is on the board, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this is absolutely huge here for T225. Like I said, I think for Liam to really see a lot of success here, he needs to do well into the early game and head into the Realm of Yang. So if T225 can find his way to that first set of Realm of Yangs here to find that upgrade, keep that momentum, and find those isolated 1v1 fights he wants, it could be a very good game for him and Liam to shine here as we head over. The Akko is going to find the F here. Zhu Zhang on to Wolves Wang Liang. Wang Liang with a huge weapon advantage as well as the armor advantage here. Zhu Zhang just trying to break away, does not want to take this fight at all, but Zhu Zhang does have ult charge full in the back pocket here. Wang Liang only at that 76% here. Zhu Zhang looking for a better set of armor here, will find it, but unfortunately in trying to get his hands on it, he's going to find both of his armor and his HP shredded almost to nothing. He does find the swap into the blue set of armor here, but Wang Liang going to keep the pressure up, going to break back around here. He knows Zhu Zhang's going to have the opportunity to take a full reset here, so he's going to look to do the same as we head over to GG Shaw and BBE's Fat Milk. Fat Milk on the run here, armor shredded all. 521 Zakame also coming through, looking for the potential elimination as X1's Wu Fang shows up as well. And 4 players going toe-to-toe here at the very beginning of the game. Fat Milk still trying to break away and look for the reset, but all 3 of these players trying to keep the pressure on, knowing that Fat Milk on the lower side of the HP, and I do believe doesn't have his ultimate just yet either. So these 4 players just looking to keep the pressure up. There we go. We're going to see it. Fat Milk starts to take a lot of damage. The ult will come up. He's going to use that dash to break away here. And now the real hunt is on. Akame and everyone continues the fight here as we do say Wu Fang break away here. He's either waiting for the right opportunity or maybe looking to take a musket shot to clear it up. But it's going to be 521 Akame who finds the elimination here. GG Shaw, though, unfortunately invested the ultimate here, has got to look to make the most of it. Will come through, pick up a couple of resources off the body there that Akame didn't take. The ult going to be reinvested there. Akame is able to avoid it the first time, but not the second. The ult going to be invested on the side of 521 Akame. Now Shaw needs to play this so perfectly here. There's the ult, the rejuggle there off of Akame. Akame just needs to find one more hit. There's the ult coming through from the side of Wu Fang. Wu Fang now coming in, but it's still Akame who picks up the elimination. So Akame going to be at 2 eliminations. Akame on the white armor, 2 eliminations, looking to turn things on to Wu Fang. Wu Fang with the dual blades will find a little bit, but gets a massive parry, and now Akame looks to clean it up after that parry. Wu Fang, no F available. F going to come back up online right now. Will find an armor swap topside. He must have known that armor was there. Akame keeps the pressure up. It looks like he's going to try to close this out. Wu Fang, though, wants to find the elimination himself. It's fan v fan at the moment. Wu Fang trying to find one more hit in. There it is, a huge hit coming in from Akame. One shot on either side, but Akame finds an armor swap on the backside, and now things shift heavily into his favor. The Wisp to cover the door. Wu Fang doesn't go for the reset, though. Looks to come out, keep the pressure up, and it pays off as he picks up the elimination.
Oh my goodness, the persistence on X1's Wu Fang to be able to come away with the elimination. Most players would try to go for the reset, but he catches him off guard, comes away with the elimination. Beautiful play coming in from X1's Wu Fang there, as we're going to see WBG Spider eating a few of the berries to be able to give himself a bit of an attack bonus, as he is going to try and come away with the Realm of Yang. Oh my goodness, Wolves is getting in a little bit of trouble here. Wang Liang now going to try and pull himself away from this fight. Does not want to get eliminated from this game just yet, especially with the gold dagger in hand. Is not going to want to have to give that up this early, giving some of these other players a huge advantage. Frostivus is going to hit the bell, going to be able to see where his opponents are hiding. Going to try and come away with the scale rush. Zhu Zhang going to be the main chaser on this fight, as Wang Liang is going to end up running straight into Frostivus here. But a dagger in Plumed Castle There's no way these guys are going to catch Wang Liang with the dagger and plume castle. I spoke a little bit too soon, ladies and gentlemen, as Wang Liang has been caught with the dagger and plume castle, trying to run away as fast as possible. The movement from him is going to actually give him enough chance to be able to get away. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you never give up with one hit remaining. You could have gone eliminated, but Wang Liang is going to be able to make it out with a full reset, as WBG Spider, sitting a little bit lonely in this realm of Yang here, could be getting himself a little bit of a freebie. It looks like these players might just be trying to contest the Yang portals before entering. And it looks like he might get this for free. He's only got 15 seconds for a competitor to join him as he's waiting all on his lonesome. It looks like nobody is a fan of the Yang today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very surprising thing to see, especially for the first Yang. Oh, there we go. Arano, a little bit late to the party, cutting it close, don't you think? Is going to be our first competitor.
Arano trying to hold out here, I think, looking for potentially a free Yang for himself as well. Unfortunately, he's not going to find it. What he's going to find is WBG Spider. That said, Arano with both the weapon and armor lead here. WBG Spider, both of them trading bow shots here. They both find one. Spider trying to make the most of these early fist blades here. Will find some huge damage there onto Arano, but Arano finding some big damage back onto Spider as well. Arano going to go ahead and invest that F2 there. Spider goes for the grapple, and Arano's going to use the F to break away from it. The F going to be invested on the side of Spider. Arano trying to come in, but Spider finds control of the neutral. Spider, a huge set coming in off of those fist blades, doing a lot of damage. Now, the aerial parry there onto Arano with the follow-up jumping LMB back to back, and Spider cleans it up. He looks for the opportune moment to find that parry, and he finds it as we head over to Battle Objection versus Fun plus Phoenix's verse inside our other realm of Yang. Verse on a little bit of a back foot here as Action was able to find a little bit of a reset, and Action going to keep the pressure up, not allowing Verse to do the same. The F going to be invested there on the side of Verse. He's got the Wisp available if he wants to throw it out. Action going to invest his F now, keep the pressure up. The ult going to come out immediately by Verse here. Now we're going to see the re-Wisp with the follow-up Wisp and another one. Verse just looking for the right opportunity. Yet another Wisp, the fist blade into the wall before the ult time comes out. He doesn't quite find the full damage here. He just needs one more hit to come in, but Action still has the ultimate, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to find one. Doesn't look like he's going to find another. No, he does. Oh! He needs one more to clean it up. The Wisp comes through. It doesn't connect. Pistol shots go wide. Verse doesn't take a hit. He does. Both of them go to 1 HP in a dream, but Verse clips him with the pistol shot and comes out on top.
Oh my goodness, Verse sold, and then Action sold, and then oh my goodness, it's a garage sale in here, ladies and gentlemen. Fun plus Phoenix's Verse coming through with an absolutely phenomenal victory near the end, able to salvage that absolute crazy Wisp combo there, able to hit him time and time again. Arano here, able to steal a little bit of weaponry from Wolves. Wang Liang coming through with a crazy parry on the top of the building, not able to get the punish damage, but able to come away with a gold weapon, which would be reward enough for him, as right now it is going to be a huge boost. He does have only 2 minutes and 45 seconds to find himself an elimination, and it looks like he is hungry for this kill onto Wang Liang. And now Wang Liang on the back foot with the loss of his gold dagger does not look like he wants to engage into this fight, but Arano is not giving up. The ring around the rosy will begin, ladies and gentlemen. Tower watch is real. We're getting back into these fights. Fun plus Phoenix's Verse and WBG Spider going at it. Absolutely crazy. Outside of the Yang, these players both have the Vermilion's Bird Might buff. So if they go out, no consequences for them other than they will need to get themselves to a soul altar to respawn. As the F comes out from Verse, the scale rush is coming out from Spider. Gold staff in hand, able to just deal so much damage. Gonna try and go for the parry. Spider getting parry baited out here. We're going to see Fun plus Phoenix first, and then popping the ultimate here. Spider holding blue, trying to see if anybody is going to bite with the early parry. Is not going to have anybody come close, as he's now taking a lot of damage. Forced to invest the ultimate here. Is going to get a parry bait. Now Zone Wufang is going to get hit with the Dragon's Rush into the Nesh's Might. And Spider, oh my goodness, coming away with an absolutely beautiful kill.
Yeah, absolutely crazy there for Spider to find that as the ult comes out as well. Now, as we head over to Fun Plus Phoenix's verse, the no ult zone going to be popped here. And I don't think he expected to actually get caught out there because the no ult zone pops, but that attack still has to finish all the way through, even if the ult cancels out. And verse will get caught out here by that charged R&B off of the dual halberds. He's going to be sent back to Soul Halberd, and now it's Spider versus Baldas. Action in action, just absolutely rocking Spider. JDG's Chu Zhang coming in from the side as well there with the musket shot. Spider, no place to go, and is gonna see his game come to an end. He stayed over a little too much. His welcome was worn out. He had lost that Vermilion, and he is headed back to the lobby. What a way to see WBG Spider head back to the lobby with 3 eliminations under his belt right as that Vermilion runs out. Arano also going to be picking up an elimination here onto Wolves. Wang Liang finally. Oh my goodness, the field shrinks as we go down to 9 players heading into Zone 3.
Fixing that Yang depletion as well, as we just saw from that last elimination. Wang Liang is going to be able to lose his life to give somebody an extension on theirs. Absolute madness coming out from these players as we race to see who is going to die from the Yang depletion. We've got the Yang on the second realm of Yang opening up in just a second here, as it looks like we have one going in. Fun Plus Phoenix verse still holding this outside here. Wu Fang not wanting to engage too quickly, and it looks like Chu Zhang and Arano are going to be heading off for our first realm of Yang, and TT25 with Fun Plus Phoenix going into that second realm as JDG's Chu Zhang takes to the skies. Gold Spear in hand is going to be able to come away with a little bit of damage from that initial grapple up here, as we're going to see the F1 getting invested. Chu Zhang now on the back foot, forced to pop that Akos ult here, is going to have to try and repossession, but the Hottie, oh my goodness, the tap dodges coming out from Arano. Absolute insane movement here. F ability going to come out, but Chu Zhang able to catch him with the first Tiger Leap here. Now the Hottie ult coming out. Arano going to take to the sky. Chu Zhang going to try and go for a leap to be able to pounce on him and bring him down. They're just baiting each other out here, just waiting for someone to make the move. Arano comes out victorious. The Tiger Bounce isn't going to work. Arano dealing so much damage with the fire coming through from the Hottie ultimate. We are going to see the last one come through in the last second, and Arano going to be victorious on the Hottie in that second realm of Yang.
Yeah, this is an extremely difficult matchup for Akos. Hottie, probably the one hero you don't want to see heading into the realm of Yang if you're playing Akos, because that Hottie charged left click actually always prioritizes over top of that Akos ultimate. So as long as you don't get hit before you release that Hottie F, you are just always going to win that matchup. The timing is so tight for the Akos to be able to actually land it before Hottie releases that charge left click. Arano, super happy about that turn event. It's going to come out and do a little bit of shopping, finds his hands on a 2-0. Is going to go ahead and heal up and get that full buff coming in from it as well. They're going to look to change that dagger into a fan as well, I do believe, as we head over to take a look at JDG's Chu Zhang. Now, with that Yang depletion, a little bit longer timer here on that second realm of Yang, of course. So he's got 4 minutes and 26 seconds. Instantly going to change that spear into a staff. He's not happy about how things played out inside that realm of Yang, and it's time for a little bit of a change here as we head over to Kaylee's T225. T225 found that early elimination, but unfortunately, he did not find his way into a single realm of Yang except for later on there. And unfortunately, this is what I talked about. I think really, if you're going to find success with Liam here, you need to find those early games eliminations and really scale up in that mid game as hard as you possibly can. Unfortunately, we continue to see the Liams not able to make that happen, not able to find their way into the realm of Yang. T225 going head to head here with JDG's Chu Zhang. The Yang depletion here needing to be cleansed from both of them. T225 trying to come in with the fist blades. Chu Zhang, though, with that legendary staff, trying to make something happen. The pistol shots keeping the pressure up here on Chu Zhang. Chu Zhang on the backside, trying to utilize some movement here off of the fan to keep his game alive as we see the grapples continue to come through from T225. Chu Zhang's got to find a good way in. Speaking of finding a good way in, T225 with a massive scale rush will get some damage here off onto Chu Zhang. Unfortunately for T225, it is only chip damage time and time again. Now Baldas action comes in to join the party. T225 forced to burn the ultimate. He is still the lower target here, so Action looking to turn on to him. T225 able to find at least one pot here. It's going to look for the second one. He's topside. He's holding the scale rush. There it is. Chu Zhang comes around the corner. T225 immediately turns onto him. The ult going to be dropped onto Chu Zhang as well. Chu Zhang investing the F here. Still has plenty of time to find that Yang depletion away if he makes it happen. So he does not want to too aggressively pressure in here. He wants to use that extra time if he's got it. FunPlus Phoenix's verse going to show up as well. And T225 with no ultimate is going to be the target selected by everybody here because he is extremely vulnerable right now. And Desperate Verse coming in, finding some huge damage here off these legendary fist blades. There's no place for T225 to go. He's able to find an armor swap, though, gets the scale rush away. T225 keeps the dream alive here as everybody keeps going, but he doesn't have an opportunity to look for the reset. EWG's Arano coming in with the legendary fan, going to invest the ultimate here. He finds another armor swap. He's still keeping it moving. Pistol bow shots coming in left and right, as well as the hottie with the chase. No, the fire tick, there's nothing T225 can do. EWG's Arano cleans up the elimination.
Arano's game turnaround from 5 minutes ago to now has been absolutely insane. 30 seconds left on Yang depletion, picks up a crazy elimination onto Wang Liang with blue armor and blue weapons. Takes the gold weapons and the gold armor from Wang Liang and is able to turn this game into a win in the realm and coming away with another elimination, putting himself on the board as the kill leader in this game at 4 eliminations, sitting in a very good position, 30 seconds away from losing the game to Yang depletion, coming around and making an absolute crazy turnaround victory as JDG's Chu Zhang, still with 1 minute and 20 seconds left, is going to try and do what Arano did in the first Yang. We're going to see Chu Zhang now getting dangerously low on that shield, still has full health remaining, out of armor, out of health, out of time. Ladies and gentlemen, Chu Zhang forcing himself to pull away, needs to pop that ultimate if he wants to do anything to survive here, as all of these players just coming in very, very dangerous. Gonna try and get the pounce off, but is gonna get tapped on sheer. Beautiful way to get out of this from Baoda's action. Chu Zhang here now gonna try and go for the heal pot, is gonna be able to get it, tries to go for the pounce, misses the pounce, almost out of ultimate here. Akame coming in, trying to take the kill, gonna be able to get the scale rush here. Chu Zhang, Frostivus there trying to come in with a Matari dash to see if he can steal away the kill, but Baoda's action, the one that reigns victorious over the elimination of Chu Zhang. Chu Zhang gonna go out into this game with 0 eliminations as Baoda's action picks up his 3rd, and I admire the play, Frostivus. I love the F trying to dash into that to come away with the elimination. Would have been an amazing kill to see happen, but Frostivus still on the board with no eliminations so far in game number 2.
Yeah, what a crazy turn of events here. That second realm of Yang has been absolutely wild here for these players. We have 7 players left remaining alive. Zone 4 is going to be collapsing on to Zone 5 here in the next 30 seconds. As you can see, that first late game Bane's Breath coming down. And a lot of these players looking to reposition away, because at the start of Zone 5, we're going to see that last big Bane's Breath come through, and these players do not want to find themselves stuck underneath. And again, we are down to 7 players left remaining alive here. Alliance's Frost of his top side. FunPlus Phoenix's verse is going to come and dethrone that area. We do have Baoda's action. BBE's Fat Milk against all odds actually still alive as you take a look back at the replay here between KLA's T225 and FunPlus Phoenix's verse inside that realm of Yang. And clearly verse already with a huge advantage here, finds a massive parry. T225 forced to invest that F, has the old charge as well, but verse just finds the huge opener there with those fist blades. T225 extremely low. He's looking for the pistol shots here. Wisp available as well. Goes for the Wisp on the top side here. Looks for the rescale rush. Waits for it. Will come back down. T225 off the top rope. But again, Verse, it just finds the way into that fight. As we see here, EWG's Arano going to pick up a legendary set of armor here as he takes that Spirit Well. Again, 7 players left remaining alive. Arano, though, having a really good game here with 4 eliminations to his name right now. Legendary Pole Sword, legendary armor, playing on Hottie here as well, setting himself up for success heading into the late game here. BBE's Fat Milk getting locked down, taking a ton of damage here. Going to be forced to use that teleport pretty early on here. Still has the ult in the back pocket, is looking for the reset. Will find the reset that he is looking for. As we take a look at the overall scoreboard, it is EWG's Arano in the lead with 4 eliminations. Fat Milk continuing to take a lot of damage here. Arano going to set him up here as he now strips the armor away. Fat Milk forced to use that F to get away. The grapples coming in left, right, and center. The sharks can smell the blood in the water. Fat Milk down to half health here, forced to invest the ultimate just to break away as both these players with the legendary pole swords continue to chase down and do a ton of damage. Arano going to get another clip here. Fat Milk able to break away, get a little bit of healing there. Now down to no ult charges left, no F available, and playing with the Bane's Breath here. Fat Milk in a quite a tough situation. The entire lobby looking at him, grapples coming in left, right, and center. Fat Milk trying to play on the edge of the Bane's Breath, not going to find anything, and it's going to be Fun Plus Phoenix's verse who catches him out in the end here with those legendary fist blades and picks up the elimination as we go to 6 players left remaining in the lobby.
Absolute crazy play coming up from Verse there, able to sneak in that last little bit of damage. Arano not too happy about the outcome of that. Was so close to coming away with the elimination. Just one more scale rush and it would have been his, putting him up to 5, but Verse gets to 4, tying himself for the MVP right now. EWG's Arano now in a dangerous situation. Action trying to come for the crown here as Arano trying to back things away. The Cloud Weaver is going to come in to play here. The blue fist blades in hand, but that Jade is going to be so worth it. Arano getting himself that free golden armor from the Spirit Well, as he had a gold armor going into it, captures the Spirit Well, getting himself a second golden armor that nobody was able to touch. About section here now, scaling to the bottom, does have that Cloud Weaver Jade in hand. Purple weapons in the backup locker, just in case he needs them. But the Cloud Weaver Jade is going to do so much, and what a beautiful animation, let me just say. The Naraka animators got this red skin right. It looks phenomenal. As we're jumping into this, Arano back at full golden armor, just ready to take on anybody that comes his way. There's some golden jades there that people are still not allowed to touch. And it looks like somebody did end up picking up the original gold armor that he was wearing. So Wu Fang going to be now on the gold armor. A lot of these players with golds. Rest of the players with purple. Nobody on blue armor. Lucky for them. And very good for them. As we are going to see gold nunchucks in the back pocket. But wanting to play with the pole sword. Giving himself a little bit more freedom. Let's say the nunchucks putting him in a very small box of how he can play into this end game, wanting to do a little bit more damage with the pole sword could be a very good idea if he's able to execute it properly.
Yeah, pole sword exceptionally well, especially if you're able to get your hand on the blistering edge. You know, blistering edge being one of those soul jades of destiny we talked about. That fire tick is so huge when you come down to the final moments of a game like this. If you're able to catch 2 or 3 players out with that blistering edge as the zone fully collapses, that fire tick on top of the zone tick, you just guarantee that you're going to pick up at least 1 to 2 eliminations that way. So you're going to see probably when we get to that final moment, at least one of these players with these oh my goodness, my brain here. With that Soul Jade is going to be coming through, looking to lock down and connect onto the lobby. The question is, will they be able to? I don't know if Arano's got it. Arano just has a legendary one, so he may not have the Soul Jade in the back pocket, but the damage coming off of a legendary pole sword is just so high that you have to play that weapon if you're going to find yourself a legendary one. And Arano, a very skilled pole sword player in general, right? He knows how to find the damage. We saw that earlier when he was giving a chase to the likes of JDG's Chu Zhang. He was just able to clutch out so much damage during that chase. We are top 6. Zone 6 collapsing on to Zone 7. The fight going to break out very shortly here. Arano going to be forced to invest the F here, trying to move over towards Verse. Arano just trying to keep the game alive here. Not going to likely find an opportunity for a good reset here. He's going to try to find one. There's the pressure going to come in. He's going to take some extra damage as he gets juggled between the staff into the little bit of Cloud Weaver on the side there. Arano now without armor and just a little bit of HP ticked ticked away, but more being ticked away is forced into the edge of the zone to avoid some of these players and continues to take more damage there. He's trying to stay airborne here, but he's not quite able to make it happen. Arano could find himself being the one eliminated first here. He might need to pop that ultimate soon, but there's 27 seconds until zone 7 collapses here. Arano gets sent into the zone. We are going to see that Soul Jade pop to give him a little bit of health, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to go airborne and he's going to get shot down as 521 Akami comes in with the anti-air artillery and sends him home.
Oh my goodness, the anti-air from Akame, absolute. I believe there was some scatter shot on that bow, if I'm not mistaken, or it could have been a pistol shot. Didn't quite catch what exactly happened, as we're going to see Baoda's action with the Cloud Weaver coming through to see if he's going to be able to put a bit of damage in, holding this zone very well. But all it takes is one person to drop in and jump parry him, and he is going to be sent for a ride here, as it looks like Frosted is going to take to the skies with the Matari F, going to use that flutter thrust to hold that position. We're going to see the Cavalry Bloom coming out from him, as well as that Jade of Destiny is going to make a huge appearance again, ladies and gentlemen. Action now is going to try and pop that ultimate, but is in a bit of a jam here as all the Liam start popping the ults, as Zone Wufang is going to go down. Frostivus able to pick up the elimination here, and it looks like the Kai Lin coming out victorious, as Frostivus picking up the second, and Fun Pleasant Phoenix's burst coming through at the very end, the last couple of eliminations, and I believe the MVP with about 5 or 6 eliminations coming through, absolutely decimating the end of the lobby there. And Atemi is going to be our MVP. There are the gold zones down there. They are going to be trying to loot up and scale as fast as possible. We are seeing a few players spawning near the money area. It looks like Spider already with the pull sword in hand, missing that first scale rush, getting a little bit of terrain grief here, decides to just take the stairs instead, is going to find himself a blue dagger as well, picking up a decent amount of loot. The scale is real, but Wolves Wang Liang with the purple armor already is going to try and come into this fight. Huge parry coming out already. Spider able to use that F ability parry form to find himself an armor swap, as the charge is going to come through, baiting out the parry from Wang Liang, giving Spider just enough chance to get away. Wolves Wang Liang going to switch over to those fist blades that he was able to steal, gets another huge parry onto Spider. Spider here now on the pull sword is going to have to go into that stone form to be able to block the damage attacks from Wang Liang, trying to get those jumped LNBs. That's 4 or 5 in a row here. It's Wang Liang trying to still keep chase, but now we are going to see a couple of the players. Wu Fang now joining into the mix, is going to try and get out of there as fast as possible. Very, very low HP. Wolves Wang Liang missing the target by just a bit, is going to go for the reset, trying to follow on to Fat Milk and WBG Spider, and it looks like a huge parry is going to come through, but Wolves Wang Liang able to use that F ability to keep themselves with that weapon here, as Fat Milk is going to be able to dodge the scale rush here, and Wang Liang still unable to find any footing, trying to find this kill as fast as possible, isn't able to get a hold of it, as all of these players doing such a good job at weaving and ducking. The Celestra map is the best for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves a game on our hands.
Yeah, absolutely. Spider's still here trying to find some loot, but a lot of players around as we move over to check things out between JDG's Chuzhang and Baoda's Action. Action gets the parry, doesn't immediately go for the riposte though, decides to back away, pick up the weapon, and then try to go for the blue charge, but is not able to find the follow-up, as we now find yet another parry. This time, no qualms going straight in for the riposte here, but the F going to be invested on the side of JDG's Chuzhang here. Now we're going to see the Temi was coming through as well. Action still extremely low here. The ultimate going to be coming out on the side of Baoda's Action. Will find the freeze onto Chuzhang, going to get some huge damage. The F going to be coming in on the side of the Hottie, as well as GG Shah here on the Temi, trying to come in. Action with another huge parry though, with the follow-up riposte immediately followed up by yet another F by GG Shah. He still has a freeze here. Unfortunately, there we go. He doesn't find the first one. He finds the second one, but Chuzhang comes in and griefs him, keeping him from being able to find the elimination, as well as finds the elimination onto him. And now Chuzhang, set up for success here, has got an easy kill onto GG Shah, and JDG's Chuzhang goes from 1 to 2.
Oh my goodness, Chuzhang coming in with an absolute amazing play right off the bat here, able to pick up not 1 but 2 eliminations on this very first initiating fight. We're going to see GG Shah is going to take himself to a soul altar along with Baoda's Action, as they're going to try and rescale back into this game to try and make some headway for the mid game. Midway for the head game. That does not sound very right, ladies and gentlemen, as KLA's T225 trying to find himself an enemy to fight, but it looks like Shadow Jade has been completely deserted other than himself. X1's Wufang now trying to get himself back into this game. He has found himself a purple pair of fist blades, so this could be something that would be very vital to him in the future. If he's able to find himself a little bit of an armor scale, he should be in a very good position to take fights coming into this mid game.
Yeah, absolutely. As we cut over to WBG's Spider here, Spider still not quite able to find his footing yet today. Is alive though, heading in to our first set of Realm. Yang going to be coming forward soon as we move over to JD Zhu Shang and BBE's Fat Milk here, forced to utilize that ultimate, will start to find some traction here. He's able to land a hit onto Chu Zhang, will find an armor swap as well. He needs to make the most of his ultimate while he's got it. Will find the second hit of the ultimate, will find a third as well. The dash is coming in and out. Chu Zhang's going to find his armor stripped away very quickly. The third, fourth hit not going to make their ways through. Chu Zhang though now going to pop the ultimate as Fat Milk extremely on the backside. The last ult charge going to be coming out from the side of Fat Milk. Chu Zhang trying to find that charge left click here from the V2, trying to get that fire tick damage onto Fat Milk. Fat Milk doing an excellent job though of using the train here in Celestra. Will find a hit finally though. Chu Zhang, unfortunately, that one hit not going to be enough to win him the fight. Will give him control of the fight though, as he has a lot more HP remaining than JDG's Chu Zhang. So Chu Zhang still trying it to keep the pressure on, doesn't want to give Fat Milk the opportunity to find a reset.
Oh, no.
Will catch a miss grapple though, and that's going to be all Fat Milk needs to get to the other side of Celestra here and find one pot. Looks to find a second as well. Going to get that armor fully ticked back up, and Chu Zhang, having invested his ultimate, everything he has, misses the opportunity to pick up the elimination onto BBE's Fat Milk.
The one missed grapple and you're done. That is how punishing the terrain is in Celestra. If you are a movement demon like 99% of the players in the NBPL are, you are not going to be able to catch up to somebody as they are running away from you if you miss even just one movement. As we're going to see WBG Spider looking to take this Realm of Yang. Fun Plus Phoenix verse trying to contest the portal here, as we are seeing Fun Plus Phoenix trying to make something happen here, as WBG Spider coming through with the fist blades, blue fist blades in hand for the both of them here, as we are going to see the Matari F coming out into the combo, into the jump. Oh my goodness, he sends him soaring. I believe that was 3 jumping LMBs onto WBG Spider, forcing him to get a reset here. One musket shot is going to land onto Spider, taking his health down even lower. Burst now in control of the Yang Pass, is going to replenish his musket. Hits one shot off. Oh my goodness. Fun Plus Phoenix verse playing a shooter game as we are speaking right now. Able to come through with some very beautiful musket shots, trying to make something happen. The scale rush coming through. Fun Plus Phoenix now on the back foot. Spider able to take him down the road in the exact same way Verse did it to him, offering him a taste of his own medicine. The ultimate is going to come out as he's not worried about losing it into the Realm of Yang, as he will get the ultimate replenished as soon as he enters in here. Is going to use that to scale rush to the skies. He just has to wait out Spider for 5 more seconds here. Oh my goodness, but he's going to be able to come through. The terrain is going to grief for a second, cancels the ult, and is able to use that last dash coming out of the ultimate to get himself into the Realm of Yang safely. That was almost fatal for him. He was saved by a buttery rock, ladies and gentlemen.
Saved by the bell, if you will, as we head into a Realm of Yang. It's going to be Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse here versus Kaylee's T225. Musket shot's going to land on the side here from Verse, as we're going to see multiple mid-air clashes between the two players. Verse still trying to find those musket shots. Now Liam coming in here doing some huge damage off of that Matari with the teleport. I apologize. Now both Mataris trading ultimates online here, coming through. Huge damage going for the grapple uppercut into here with the longsword. Tries to go again, but actually going to get griefed by the wall. T225 though still heavily on the back foot. The parry coming through. Verse just absolutely no diffing T225 here inside the Realm of Yang. Even when he drops the re-juggle combo off of it, he instantaneously finds control again, as we head over to JDG's Chu Zhang here versus Alliance's Frostivus. Frostivus trying to find the wisp, not going to find it. Forced to go ahead and pop the ultimate here. Chu Zhang going to take the opportunity to find the reset. He does get one pot off. Frostivus gets one as well. Chu Zhang going to find another one. Frostivus going to find another as well. But this is a good turn of events here for Chu Zhang, as Chu Zhang able to get the full reset here. Frostivus with no ult in the tank, but Frostivus takes control of neutral, though a huge parry turns things on its head. Here's Chu Zhang, finds his way back in, but Chu Zhang with the ult still available. And charged R&B coming in there off of the dual halberd is going to do a little bit of damage there to Chu Zhang. The Wisp trying to come through. Chu Zhang, though, now in the ultimate here, going to find every opportunity to reset. Frostivus, though, hitting those scale rushes actually will de-mech Chu Zhang for a second. Chu Zhang now on the back foot will have the opportunity to go airborne yet again, and Frostivus continues to play this very well. Frostivus, the player, of course, who originally pioneered Hottie inside the NBPL, knows the matchup extremely well. Chu Zhang with a little bit of the scale rush off the backside to come back in, but Frostivus finds control yet again. The R&B off of the dual halberds. Will Frostivus turn this around? 14 seconds left remaining in the realm of Rang. Chu Zhang will find the jumping LB, will find the charged R&B as well. The whisk goes through. Chu Zhang finds the follow-up and is able to clutch it out. What a fight!
We thought Frostivus had it. These Yang fights are just getting so deceiving. Chu Zhang on the brink of death there is able to turn the fight around into his favor with one charged attack hitting, and Frostivus is not landing, as we're going to see the Temmies are going to start duking it out here as Frostivus able to come away with a huge parry into the double charge from the Halberds. We're going to see the Fist Blades now coming out as GG Shaw going to bring out the purple spear here into the 1-2. The Wind Wisp coming out from Frostivus now as GG Shaw answered with that before. Frostivus now on the back foot, getting hit over and over again with the combo from the spear. GG Shaw, all he has to do is do the Temi ult of his own. This could be good for him here, as we are going to see him able to collect some Wind Wisps from Frostivus' ult, giving himself a little bit of an even playing field here. Frostivus trying to go for the parry. The double parry comes out here, and now Shaw getting hit with the double charge from Frostivus. Shaw now forcing himself to back off here. It looks like Frostivus is going to go for the heal as well. Able to pass through the Wind Wisp. The one thing a Temi fears is another Temi here, as GG Shaw trying to go through with the charge. The Clank is going to come out. The dashing around. Frostivus able to get Prio. Is going to try and go for the uppercut, but does miss, as the F is going to get invested from GG Shaw. The scale rush from nowhere. Oh my goodness. Frostivus able to come through into the Clank from the jumping LMB. Shaw trying to come around with a charge attack of his own, but the Clanks are just taking so much damage with the parry. Shaw turning it around. Oh my goodness. Frostivus was all energy, and Shaw turns the fight around with one small double click of the mouse.
Shaw played that so well in the end there. You know, when you start playing clank chicken, as I like to call it, parry is realistically the only option. It's just who's going to find it first. And in that particular instance, it comes up at GG Shaw. As we head over to JDG's Chu Zhang in a similar situation here, trying to keep the game alive here. He does have, of course, that Vermilion Bird's Might here, but he doesn't want to waste this opportunity to pick up some eliminations. Trying to come in here off of the ultimate, is able to land some of that fire tick on to Wolves Wang Liang here. Wang Liang trying to keep the pressure up onto X1's Wu Fang and keep the hunt alive. Chu Zhang now able to get the full heal there off of the ult and keep things going. Wu Fang now forced into his ultimate as well, just trying to stay alive. Will find some damage out across the board here, and it's Wolves Wang Liang who's forced into an armor swap just to stay alive. Chu Zhang on the bot side here, able to find some huge damage there off the R&B from the legendary fan, and now Wu Fang just going to completely back away as the target selection turns onto Wang Liang, and Wang Liang will be sent back to the Soul Altar here. Luckily, he does have that Vermilion Bird's Might, so he is not going to be sent back to the lobby just yet. Fat Milk in a very similar situation now with his ultimate popped here, just trying to go ahead and find as much of a reset as he can before these players find him. He is able to get the full reset, but without ultimate, he could find himself very vulnerable. The bounty on his head as well. Baldaw's action on the outside, deciding he wants to go ahead and get away from this head on in, prioritize taking the Realm of Yang.
Yeah, actually backing out of this fight is definitely a good idea for him here. Having so many players in such a condensed area, there's a lot of ways that you're able to move in and out of this zone. But when there's so many players, you're going to try and scale rush into a spot where it's like, okay, they won't be able to reach me here. I'm able to schmoove around. But all of a sudden, you've got another player just waiting for you to drop down. As we saw earlier, the two players playing in the water, waiting for them to try and jump down the secret hole of the building that was on top of them there. There's this little hole in the floor that lots of these players love to move through. We had the two players waiting in the wings for somebody to try and scale rush out of there with just a little bit of health and get caught by Chu Zhang's fan focus attack. Here's we're seeing the mirror matchup coming out here. The Fistblades versus the Fistblades. Spider is going to be fighting off against Wang Liang as the Fistblade dashes start to come through. Looks like Spider is going to be able to get prio, but the F ability is going to get invested for the Liam. Liam ult going to get invested as well. Spider now is going to get hit over and over again by the Fistblades. We're going to see the F getting invested now. Spider now investing his ult. The Liam ultimate is also out. We're going to see 1-2 hits connect. He's got 3 left in his hand. We are going to see him get stunned and silenced, but nothing happening from that. Wolves, Wang Liang doing an excellent job of holding on to that ultimate charge until he very much needs it. Able to get one more, goes for the heal pot and brings it back around. Able to deal just enough damage to take him out. Oh my goodness. Wolves, Wang Liang doing an absolute job, perfect job at timing the Liam ults like a pro here, as we're going to take a look as well. EOG's Arano facing off against Baoda's action. Liam versus Justina here. You're going to see trying to go for the parry. Arano is going to be able to come away with the parry. Almost eliminated here. Action has to make one last stand, but all he has to do is pop the ult and come away with the victory.
Yeah, huge here for EWG's Arano. Arano having a really good day here in our day 3 of solos. Both these Realm of Yang fights, very, very interesting. You know, WBG Spider doing his best to try to come out on top there, but Wang Liang plays perfectly around Liam's ult there inside of that Realm of Yang. He's able to utilize the ult, throw it on the ground, and play around it as a zoning tool because it keeps Spider from aggressively being able to use Kylan's ult to chase down onto him. He's able to just stay inside of it, and if Spider decides to actually go for the rush, he can just pop the ultimate to defend himself there. So he plays that out. He spaces the usage of his ultimate absolutely perfect to keep the game alive, and because of that, he does come out on top inside the Realm of Yang. Because we're going to take a look here. Balda's action, who's been off to a tear today, not doing so hot in game number 3. Forced out here with the Yang depletion, is going to have to come out and find himself a Soul Bloom if he wants to keep game number 3 alive. He has 4 minutes and 22 seconds to find it again. That second set of Yang, that Yang depletion with a longer timer now, so you have a little bit more time. You can afford to play things a little bit safer than you did previously, and that's why we see so many of these players taking that second Realm of Yang compared to earlier seasons. WBG Spider are going to take a lot of early damage here. Balda's action, though, also going to take a ton of damage here. He's got time left, but he doesn't have armor left to help him out. Arano needs to get in here. He needs to be able to find that Soul Bloom off about us action if he wants to keep the game alive. Action just trying to break away as fast as possible here. Spider, though, wants the elimination. He hasn't picked one up yet this game, and he needs it if he wants to stay alive as well. Action down below, trying to come in, looks for the freeze, but Spider doing an excellent job. Goes for the ultimate. Arano will pick up the elimination. Spider not going to be able to. No, Spider does get the bloom. He's able to keep it alive, ladies and gentlemen, and that's exactly what he needed to do there. He doesn't find the elimination, but he does find the Soul Bloom, and he keeps the game going. Spider super happy about that turn of events. Arano more than happy to just take the elimination here. He doesn't need to force the fight here onto WBG Spider. Spider, though, bounty on head, trying to break away. Needs to be careful. He was able to cleanse the Yang depletion, but he is without ultimate, so he's going to come over here as Tower Watch begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tower Watch, as we like to also call it, a ring around the tower, because everyone just starts scale rushing, running around the tower, and nobody's fighting. Everyone just hits a scale rush or 2 and gets a reset. This is a part of the game that is very crucial, because it helps players, allow them to just start to calm down. And if a player does get picked out in the Tower Watch, we usually see the entire lobby start to focus on them, but the tower is something that has very mystical powers. It allows you to get away very fast from your players, going around and around this square rectangle of just, it is a tower, and people are able to just maneuver around it so well that these players have found a lot of safety playing in and around those towers. There's so many different levels to it. You're able to hide in all of the nooks and crannies, and it looks like we are going to start to move away from this tower here as Wolves, Wang Liang, just ready for this kill on WBG Spider, is not going to give up. Sees the Spider is only on The purple armor wants to come away with some sort of elimination. The F is going to get invested from Spider. It gets hit with, oh my goodness, EWG's Arano coming in with a blistering edge. Spider now in a lot of trouble, getting sharked out by the entire lobby, and Wolves, Wang Liang going to pick Spider off, and Spider goes out of this game without a single elimination. Wang Liang picking up his third of the game, and it looks like the Liams are finally coming to do what they've sought out to do. 3 eliminations apiece for both Liams, Arano and Wang Liang, coming through and putting on a very good show for us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing an excellent job of making things happen this game. Wang Liang, though, just really on fire this season in general. Very, very different player from what we're used to seeing. I would say almost a return to form for his very first season in the NBPL. When we first saw Wang Liang come in during the very first NBPL season, he was easily one of the top contenders for these players to deal with. He absolutely dominated lobbies as Takeda and with the nunchucks, and now really starting to see that game sense sort of come back for him, where he's able to come in. He's not so worried about just like proving that he's the top player by outright winning a 1v1. If he sees an opportunity to snake a kill away, he's more than happy to make that happen, because he knows how important it is to put those points on the board. So good to see a return to form for him, and I love to see it, especially because we're seeing it while he has shifted over to my favorite team, Team Wolves.
Yeah, early Wang Liang, when in those first lobbies, he was coming away with like 6-7 kills early game, ending the games with 10-11 eliminations, just absolutely dominating. And then we saw the entrance of Spider into the NBPL, which sort of, he ended up sitting in the shadow of Spider for so long, was coming up short every single time, and is now brought himself back to where he used to be, restoring all of his former glory, bringing himself back into the conversation of one of the top contenders for this game, especially now with this current meta, putting up so many eliminations, proving to us that Liam is that coveted hero that everybody wants to pick here. BBE's Fat Milk now going for a reset. All of these players sending their range shots over to Fat Milk, as they did deal a lot of damage, but not enough. Oh my goodness, Arano here with the Dragon-like on the Halberds, being able to control so much space. It looks like he is going to be the one able to come away with the gold weapons and the gold armor. And for 5 minutes, he's going to have a gold armor swap. So he's going to try and maybe get some action going here. Having a gold armor that nobody's able to touch is something that's huge, especially if you already have a gold armor in hand. This is going to give him the ability to come and take a fight here. And now he goes on to Chu Zhang, trying to go for the parry here. Is a little bit late. Is going to try and bring that sky pillar around onto Chu Zhang, but Chu Zhang is going to be able to get out of there pretty fast. The cannon shots are coming pretty quickly from, it looks to be Wolves' Wang Liang, sending the pressure on as well. Back into this action, Wang Liang's ready to go. We're going to see the F ability getting invested from Wang Liang pretty quick here, as it looks like Chu Zhang, becoming the target of the lobby, has been forced to pop the hottie ult very early here. Arano still giving heavy chase, as well as JDG's Chu Zhang now on the back foot. Is going to go for that full reset, as we are going to see this Bane coming, and this is just terrible timing for Chu Zhang. No ult, F up, but in a very dangerous situation. Arano still giving heavy chase on a Chu Zhang, backing himself into a little bit of a corner here, has burned his F ability, and is now going to try and surf the Bane to get away from these players, seeing if anybody will dare to follow him into the depths of the Bane's breath. And it looks like he's done a very good job of just nearly avoiding all of these Banes. It looks like he has made all of these other players back off. Oh my goodness. The Banes just hurt my heart every single time, ladies and gentlemen. It's just very scary. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Chu Zhang weaving and ducking. Arano barely making it out of there alive. And now Arano is going to get hit, so he's going to force him to back off. And Chu Zhang is able to...
You know, this is something I just discussed at the beginning of the last season when we saw these late games Bane's Breath make their way into Immortal War. I know a lot of players not big fans of these Bane's Breaths coming through. They feel like it's all risk, no reward whatsoever. But these are situations that I talked about, right? Where Chu Zhang here, if it wasn't for this Bane's Breath, is just eliminated from this lobby, right? The pressure gets put onto him. There's nothing he can do. But because he is able to find that Bane's Breath, he's He's able to not only take the risk to go through the Bane's Breath, he's able to use his movement tech to avoid those Banes coming down. Chu Zhang has almost got his ultimate back online. He's been able to turn the attention of the lobby completely off of him and find a full reset and keep his game alive. If it were not for the late game Bane's Breath, we wouldn't see that coming through. It's rare to see it actually come through and happen, but when you're players of this caliber, of this skill, you can make that happen for yourself if you find yourself in an inopportune moment and a Bane coming down like that. So Chu Zhang plays it extremely well. GG Sha here, unfortunately getting knocked in the zone, is now on the back foot here. Kami gonna come through. He's in the zone. There's no place for him to go. The scale rush, he was one tick away from the zone, taking his life away there. The scale rush just fast enough, but not fast enough to keep his game alive, and Chu Zhang finds a 6 elimination because of it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, again, this Bane's Breath bringing Chu Zhang completely back into the game here. EWG's Arano trying to come through here. Fun Plus Phoenix's verse, the one on the back foot now, already invested the ultimate, forced to go into the zone with the ultimate, but he's able to find a little bit of a respite as he comes back in on the backside of the tree. If he can keep attention away from himself, he might be okay here, as we are going to see Wolves coming in with that legendary staff Jade there, throwing Verse towards the edge. Verse, unfortunately, again, on quite a heavy of a back foot here. That ult going to be gone very, very soon. Pistol shots ringing out left and right. Verse just trying to break away, tries to go to the backside of the tree again, but is going to find somebody else there, is looking for any opportunity to take a reset. Bow shots coming down. Verse, though, will find the full reset. Unfortunately, still has no ult charge available to himself, as that ultimate's going to come to an end right now. So Verse going to have to play this very, very carefully if he wants to keep that game alive. JDG's Chu Zhang here, who bought himself a second chance off the back of the Bane, just holding the zone here with that pole sword and the blistering edge. Everybody posturing up as zone 6 collapses down onto zone 7.
And this is the crucial moment of the game where whoever's going to be able to pick up the most kills in this final zone is going to be the one to come out victorious. Chu Zhang is the kill leader right now, but Arano and Wang Liang very close behind. And it's rare that we see the Liams both still alive in this endgame. So it's going to be interesting to see how their ult is going to be able to affect this ending circle. If they are going to be able to make it to the end and not have to pop it early, it is going to be a very interesting final circle as well. We do have a Kylan still in the game, 2 Mataris and 2 Hotties still alive. This is going to be a very interesting ult circle indeed, as it looks like Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse, now becoming the target of the lobby, is getting very, very low in HP. Wolves, Wang Liang able to find the tail end of the Merciless Havoc onto Verse here. Is now getting dangerously low, forced to use the F ability to take to the sky. And EWG's Arano coming in and snaking the kill from underneath Wolves' Wang Liang, putting him onto 4 kills, putting him just 1 elimination behind JDG's Chu Zhang. BBE's Fat Milk now up on top. The Kylan of the lobby, only 1 elimination for him so far. He is going to need to play this very smart, but he could have the potential to push everybody out of the zone with his ultimate and come away victorious. Akame now getting focused on by Wolves' Wang Liang, and that is one of those Jades of Destinies, ladies and gentlemen. It's the kill. No way! Arano with the bow shot, 2nd elimination stolen, and Wang Liang upset is going to throw that Merciless his way. The Jade of Destiny putting in so much work for everybody else right now. He's able to deal so much damage, but the finishing blow has been dealt by Arano time and time again. Zone Wufang, everybody taking to the skies. X1 now up on top. We still have the 2 Hottie ults available. Fat Milk here now forced to pop the Kylan ult, is going to try and play onto that bottom side, taking out Wolves' Wang Liang out of his positioning here. Arano is going to have to pop that Hottie ult here, as we are going to see Wolves' Wang Liang popping the Hottie ult as well. Arano trying to make something happen back into the circle. Everybody's losing health so fast here. JDG's Chu Zhang trying to stay alive as fast as possible. Fat Milk picks up a kill. Wu Fang picks up the kill. Wang Liang picks up a kill. Fat Milk picks up the kill. Oh my goodness, JDG's Chu Zhang coming out as our last survivor in this game, and I believe he will be the MVP of our game.
It's like Kylan and Liam have now. It's kind of a death sentence to play without a combo breaker. We did see one Shiol earlier last week as well. They did play the F2 and they almost immediately found themselves regretting it as they were eliminated from the lobby first, I do believe. So I completely agree with the decision to go ahead and play that F1, to have the combo breaker so that you have the ability to get away, so you're not playing from behind. Even though the F2 is, a combo setup or even potentially a combo extender, I get it. The F1 into this current meta just makes so much more sense. As we do kick things off here, we are in game 4 of 6. We are back on Praedoria. Bailey's T225 off to a little bit of a rough start here on the white armor. Not a lot of heals here. The cannon going to come through to do quite a bit of damage to him. He will get at least that one small HP heal off, but he doesn't have another one in the back pocket. What he does have, however, is the R&B here off of the staff, going to do a ton of damage here to Alliance's Frostivus. Turn the attention here on to Frostivus as he goes extremely low. Frostivus, though, going to catch some huge hits there off of the Fistblade. Spider trying to come in to secure the elimination and going to give T225 a little bit of an opportunity to break away, but Spider now trying to turn it on him. He's going to be forced to invest the F. Frostivus will get one pot off, but Spider will find the bow shot there on to Frostivus, negating some of the healing that he does here. Frostivus just a little tick of armor, a little tick of HP. T225 still no health pots in the back pocket here. Spider going to come through, tries to secure it up. T225 looks to find the elimination, waits for Frostivus to come out, but Spider will be the one who picks up the elimination here onto Alliance's Frostivus. And now T225 playing on the back foot here. He does have the ultimate available to him. Spider already in that Matari ultimate. We're going to see T225 go ahead and invest that ultimate, trying to come through. He finds one hit, does not find the second one, looks for the follow-up. Now we see Spider onto the teleport back to T225. Finds another hit there off of the ultimate. He just needs one more. Spider, though, will find the teleport, will get the damage. He will get tap dodge away, but he comes back in with the tap dodge of his own, cleans it up for 2, and WVG Spider is awake, ladies and gentlemen.
That is the Spider that we've been missing all game. The kill on Frostivus, the 1 HP and a dream persistence. GG Shaw now going for the grapple bump extension into the 1.0 RMB. Bado's action is going to come away with the ultimate here, though he does need to get away as fast as possible. GG Shaw pressing very, very aggressively into this fight as action now is going to try and go for the full reset, is going to be able to come away with the reset. Now backing off still, doesn't want to engage on the fight too quickly. D-ults is going to be out of ultimate here, canceling it a little bit early to give himself just a little bit more rage. Shaw trying to come for the scale rush action, sending it the other way, breaking the ankles of GG Shaw, and it looks like they are going to lose each other a little bit. Shaw taking to the upper area to try and see if he can cut him off on the other side of the building. Now action going back down into the bottom. We are going to see the katana come back out from GG Shaw, flipping now over Wu Fang and Xu Zhang going at it. Fist blades versus fist blades. The rarity advantage is going to be going to Wu Fang here, but the damage gets brought out onto him just as fast as he was able to try and deal it himself here. Xu Zhang trying to make something happen with the bow shots in between. Tries to go for the parry. Is going to be unable to connect here. F8 coming in very fast for him. Liam versus Liam. Both ults are going to get popped here. Tap dodge away. Xu Zhang is able to use that to his advantage. He gets caught in the ultimate. And we are going to see now Wu Fang coming around, turning the combo completely on its head. Xu Zhang going to try and use the ultimate to get away. Now completely out of ult, running right into WBG Spider. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Spider using that Matari have to try and catch up. Xu Zhang is going to get eliminated. WBG Spider picking up the elimination. X1 Wu Fang now the next target. Spider is back in it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness, WBG Spider, 3 eliminations off to a tear. We've seen Spider in this position before earlier this week. He just needs to take it to the late game now. He is playing Matari. He's going to have that opportunity. He needs to find some scaling, though, as he is behind in terms of armor and weapon selection. So hopefully he can find his way into the realm of Yang. And speaking of being behind in everything, Baoda's action right now, trying to get away here, trying to get the ult off, will get the ult off, will not get away, though, as KLA's T225 picks up the elimination on to Baoda's action. He plays Ring Around the Rosie for forever with GG Shaw here, trying to get that ultimate back online. He does manage to get it back online, but it's too little, too late, as KLA's T225 shows up. GG Shaw is also still waiting in the wings, and Shaw really mad about this. He put in all of the work to pick up that elimination onto action, but it's KLA's T225 who finds that elimination, and now T225 completely in control of this fight. Shaw, no F ability in the tank, no ult in the tank. T225, full HP, almost full armor here, still has ultimate, has good nunchucks, will come in, clutch out the elimination, and go to 2. T225 just profits off of all the work that GG Shaw puts in, and Shaw gonna have to head back to the Soul Altar and start to loot up yet again as we head over to Wolves Wang Liang versus Alliance's Frostivus.
Wolves Wang Liang here trying to make something happen with the purple fist blades in hand. Does have the armor advantage here, but Frostivus keen on trying to come away with this elimination. We do see he has the Vulpine Essence, so we are going to see him go for this Yang pass, as they are going to be duking it out to see who will enter the Yang first here. It looks like Frostivus ready to try and make something happen with these fist blades. Does want to come away victorious here. The F getting invested by Wolves Wang Liang, bringing out the fan in this fight. Doesn't want to take the mirror matchup, or could not want to get his fist blades parried out from underneath him. Brings the fist blades back out here. It looks like he might need a little bit of that extra movement and damage, but now Frostivus just catching him on the backside again and again. Wang Liang forced to bring that ultimate out. Frostivus is going to bring the ult out of his own here. Does have the freeze available, but Wang Liang able to deal so much damage. Brings it back around. Frostivus in trouble now. Oh my goodness. This could be it for Frost. He is going to get the freeze. Wang Liang has the Vulpine Essence, and Frostivus goes down. Oh my goodness. We thought it was over. The Vulpine saves him. Oh, Frostivus, you're just getting the short end of the stick today, buddy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's just no way to know. And Frostivus thinks he's got it. He's like, cool, I've got this fight. He's able to land the freeze, and then the Vulpine comes through, and that's all she wrote. Wolves Wang Liang into the Realm of Yang, going to be going head-to-head against EWG's Arano this time. Both of them going to go airborne here. Wolves with quite the gear advantage here, both the armor and in terms of weapon as well. Purple versus blues here, though the early pistol shot's going to just do a little bit of tickle damage here to Wolves as he comes in and finds a huge opener there onto Arano. Arano with no armor, going to find a little bit of control into the neutral there, get some of that armor off of Wang Liang, but Wang Liang still in a really good position here with these purple fist blades. Comes back around to find some more damage on Arano. Arano, though, going to find the uppercut into the re-grapple combo with the follow-up there off of the hang sword into the pistol shots. Now, Arano feeling the heat's going to go ahead and pop that ultimate there, wants to keep the pressure up here onto Wang Liang. Wang Liang going to pop that ultimate as well, going to look for that opportunity to make something happen. Needs to be careful with the way Arano comes in, and Arano just cleans it up. He fakes going for the full charge, cancels back out, and goes for the double left click and cleans up the elimination on Wolves Wang Liang as we head into our other Realm of Yang. WBG Spider, like I said, needs to find that scale up this game, so he heads into the Realm of Yang as he's going head to head here with our boy X1's Wu Fang, and Wu Fang is just getting juggled. Spider is online, ladies and gentlemen. 4 eliminations, picks up a victory inside the Realm of Yang. Going to be picking up the Vermilion Bird's Bite. Will get that legendary weapon. Another set of purple armor. Going to get the full scale up as he heads out and looks for some more eliminations. We cut back to KLA's T225 here, going head to head with Baldaz Action. T225 with the ult online. Will catch 1, will catch 2 onto Baldaz Action. Not quite able to DMAC him. Will that time goes for the real. Cleans up the elimination, and KLA T225 finds his 3rd elimination as he sends Baldaz Action packing back to the lobby.
Guess who's back? Back again. Spider and T225 are back in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. They're putting on the show that we've wanted them to put on since game number 1. Game number 4, they're going to be able to try and make their points back from the first half of these games. Spider finally on the board, winning a Realm of Yang. He's got the Vermilions. He's going to play aggressive here. Flipping over now. Wu Fang, one of the players who does have that Yang depletion here, is going to be Stone Form playing around here. Switches to the dual halberds from FPX Verse. Going to try and go for a second 1.0 here. Tries to go for the overhold another time. And now Verse, gold greatsword in hand. This is an interesting one. We don't usually see very much greatsword into these games. He does have that Vermilion's Birdmite available. Wu Fang is going to be able to get the grapple bump into the confirmed 1.0 here. You're going to see the armor swap coming out. Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse, though, does have the ultimate available. We are going to see the Liam ult doing so much. The armor swap coming in from Verse now as well. 2 blue armors in the exact same spot. Very interesting to see here. Verse, 1 HP and a dream here without his armor. And Verse is going to go down to T225, but Wu Fang is going to be able to cure the Yang depletion with the Soul Bloom and get himself out of there just as fast as he got himself in here. Now, Spider fighting against Wang Liang here. Goes into the switch dazzle. Oh my goodness. Whoa, WBG Spider styling on Wang Liang here. 1 HP and a dream in the scale rush to confirm the elimination. Spider, oh my goodness, the switch dazzle in pro play is crazy.
I love Switch Dazzle as a Soul Jade, man. And the thing is sometimes all you need is to catch your opponent off guard one time. And that's one of the nice things about how many different Soul Jades there are. They really do change up some of the combos that come out. So something like Switch Dazzle that's kind of universally considered a bad Jade, you know, you don't expect to see in pro play whatsoever. So Spider's just completely able to catch him off guard there. As we head over, it's going to be Chu Zhang versus GG Shaw here, as well as BBE's Fat Milk. Maybe somebody might actually pick up the red legendary longsword here in this game, as we see Chu Zhang trying to keep the chase going. Fat Milk, though, wanting nothing to do with this. He is just trying to get out of here. He will catch an uppercut LMB there off of the dagger to knock Chu Zhang away. Chu Zhang gonna back off to take the reset. GG Shaw, 521's Akame also showing up. WBG Spider nearby as well, looking to set up for the realm of Yang. JDG's Chu Zhang inside, trading blows here with GG Shaw. Both of them on the fist blade. Shaw with the white fist blades, though, just trying to use them for the movement to match GG Chu Zhang's. Chu Zhang gonna find a huge opener into the fight there onto GG Shaw, though. Shaw immediately gonna invest the teleport to try to break away here. Chu Zhang gonna keep moving onto the backside and look for the opportunity to find yet another reset here. Looking for an armor swap, not quite gonna find one. He does only have 4 shield pots here, so he does not want to expend shield pots if he doesn't have to, but unfortunately he's not going to find the loot that he's looking for, so he will be forced to burn those crucial resources so he can top up and keep his game alive. As we head over to Chu Zhang, will find a huge scale rush, this time onto 521's Akame, looking to find that same combo into Akame that he found onto GG Shaw. Not quite going to find the full combo. It's a little terrain griefed here as we see ult starting to come through here from Akame, who's finding himself quite desperate. Akame going to catch one onto Chu Zhang. Chu Zhang into the white armor swap here. Yet another ult coming through. Chu Zhang going to play around the ultimate here, just trying to keep the game alive. Akame going to go down. It's WBG Spider who shows up yet again. Spider at 6 eliminations before zone 3.
Spider doing absolutely amazing this game here. Chu Zhang going to come away with a huge parry. Fat Milk getting a parry off is going to have to pop that Shayo ult. This is going to be an interesting one here with the amount of ranged attacks coming in. It's going to be pretty crazy here. Fat Milk able to send that first proc off, but now is going to get parried. Fat Milk is going to come away with the elimination on a Chu Zhang. I don't even know what happened there. Oh my goodness. Fat Milk is going to end up backing out really quickly. We're going to see KLA versus Fun Plus Phoenix in the first realm of Yang as Fat Milk takes his kill and gets out of there as fast as he possibly can. Going to go for a little bit of a replenish reset as we're seeing WBG Spider in the realm of Yang fighting against EWG's Arano. Gold Longsword versus Gold Longsword. We don't see very much Longsword coming through in the NBPL solos. So it's going to be fun. This is basically a mirror matchup other than the heroes. You've got the same amount of armor. They've got the same weapons coming through here. We're going to see the switch to the fist blades for Arano as we first get into this. The LMB is going to catch here. Fist blades now coming out. Both players with very similar kits going on right now. As we're going to see the dodges coming through. Spider is going to be able to connect with his charge. We are going to see it come out again into the dodge. Now all Spider needs to do, pop his ultimate and take Arano out. With this teleport, we are going to see him go for a bit of a reset here. Spider not going to engage too quickly. He's going to try and just go for a scale rush up first. Now backing off, we're going to see Arano now coming onto the offensive. Saving his ult is going to now go into catching him. Oh my goodness, he does catch him out with the F ability. Still hasn't popped ult. Is going to try and get Prio. It looks like Arano is going to be able to go for the uppercut combo into the carousel, into the grapple bump extension, and Spider... Oh my goodness, all he needed to do was ult. He had him on the ropes. He could have caught him out when he first went to reset. He let Arano reset. He let him get back to full health, and now he's got gold fist blades and gold armor. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely sad to see Spider drop down there. But again, he does have that extended timer, right? He's got 5 minutes to cleanse this Yang depletion. He's on the outside. He's already popping a bell, looking to find the elimination that he's looking for here. It's an interesting position being in Matari there into the Hottie. The Hottie, believe it or not, actually can just take priority. If he releases when you teleport behind him, he takes prio over that attack there. So Spider really trying to hold on to that ultimate, didn't want to force his way into the Hottie and that Hottie have good timing and catch him out with that fire tick damage. Unfortunately for Spider, he does overhold on it, does not capitalize on the momentum that he finds himself heading back out from the realm of Yang with that Yang depletion. So now he's got to find an elimination. He's got to find a soul bloom to make his game stay alive here. And he certainly wants to keep this one alive with 6 eliminations. He could have a huge game if he can find that first place finish. And he needs an MVP if he wants to stay in it to qualify for the bi-weekly final. Kaylee is T25 here, going to take bow shot after bow shot from Spider in the back here, who's going to find the charged LMB off of that dagger as well. T225 decides he doesn't want anything to do with what's going on, but Spider says, nope, I need the elimination. I don't care if you want it or not. We're going to keep it going. Tries to go around the corner there. T225, though, with the overhold there, goes in to the meter dump from the nunchucks. Not going to find it, though. Spider goes for the teleport, comes back in yet again with the ultimate there, looking for it. T225 so low. He's looking to find the scale rush, tries to find anything there, tries to go in for the teleport, but Kylan with the ult will take prio over top of it. He's going to get some heal for himself. T225 goes so low. He's not able to get the kill, but can he get the soul bloom? He does, ladies and gentlemen. WBG Spider keeps his game alive.
Oh my goodness, the F dash in to get the bloom and the dash out. Precision work there, almost surgical, if you will, as we're going to take a look at Arano now in ultimate form, is going to try and dodge away from GG Shaw. Ultimate down now, Shaw on 1 HP. We are going to see him getting chased by Verse and the rest of the lobby here, as now he's running into a bunch of other players, and it looks like, oh my goodness, WBG Spider giving in onto the chase here. We're going to see who's going to come away with this elimination. It looks like Arano might be able to come away with the kill, which he does. Shaw a little bit frustrated there, as you can see. Arano picking up his 3rd elimination of the game. Now, Verse trying to make a play onto Arano. Everybody's got gold armor, I believe, except for, would it be Fat Milk and Wufang. Spider also only on the purple armor. We're seeing a lot of golds coming in from these players. With the Spirit Well to drop, there are going to be some more gold armors available for these players to try and take. Fat Milk on the other side of the building here. There's so many people in Imperium right now. It is going to be a very, very interesting end circle. I want to see a Terracotta Warrior hide right now. Please, Arano, go inside one of the Warriors. Do it. It'd be fun to see somebody just hiding out there until the end circle. We're not going to see that. These are pro players. They are going to be going for the win. Fung isn't here, so we don't get to have fun. Joking, of course, ladies and gentlemen, as we are continuing. 8 minutes and 53 seconds left. Circle 3 closing onto Circle 4, fully closed as we are speaking. Fun Plus Phoenix Verse has a very, very stacked kit here. 2 gold weapons, 2 eliminations, a gold armor in hand. Oh, is he going to do it?
It looks like he's checking, though, as we are going to come back to a replay between T225 and Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse inside the realm of the Yang here. T225 trying to set up these ults here to lock down those hits. Verse able to avoid them by using the F and then the follow-up, just stepping to the side of it. The scale rush there off of that legendary pulsar doing a lot of damage to T225. T225 just trying to close it out there with the range weapons. Verse, though, going to try to get a pot. He's able to get one off here as T225 tries to push in. Now, Verse able to just, in the end, take that final tick, takes control of it, comes out on top inside a realm of Yang. 5 players left remaining alive here as we are zone 4. We'll be collapsing on zone 5 in the next 43 seconds. We're going to see that first late game Bane's Breath coming through. Many of these players trying to break away. Fat Milk losing a little bit of his armor here, though, still holding on to the ult, just wants to break away as much as possible. Going to head towards the Bane's Breath in case he needs to utilize that space like we saw JDG's Chu Zhang do in the prior game. He will find the reset he's looking for, breaks the ankles of the players chasing for him. They do not know where he is, and he is going to step away. Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse, though, will come back around to find him. He is going to look for the chase here, catches the grapple, gets a little bit of chip damage off him. Spider going to come through, though, looks to lock down onto Verse here, looking for an opportunity to come in here with this legendary longsword and make something happen. Fat Milk going to go topside, get away over the wall as well. Spider keeping it going. Fat Milk here, kind of the target of the lobby here. He's not really super vulnerable as it is, but being the only Sheol makes it extremely easy to keep track of who is who here. So Fat Milk trying to break away, going to be forced to use the F1 as well. Now on a 25-second cooldown, trying to make it happen. Verse with a huge parry with the follow-up riposte into the zone, and it's going to be zone. Oh my goodness, X1's Wu Fang comes in with the charged R&B there off of the dual halberds, cleans up that elimination for himself. Verse not happy about it, but Wu Fang super happy to at least be on the board.
Wu Fang doing a good job of coming away with that elimination. The third-party kills are one of the most crucial elements of the NBPL, and Verse obviously not happy, but he's got to keep his head in the game. Otherwise, Arano is going to be coming away with his 4th kill of the game, as we are going to see Verse coming through with the Dreadful Whale. Looks like a Jade of Destiny has entered itself into the game here, as we're going to see him try and go for it again. It goes for the other side. So we're going to see Verse sending out the Dreadful Whale again, bringing himself able to hold a very decent position here, as we're going to see the spikes as well coming into play. Nobody taking too much damage from them. Be a little bit of a hilarious endeavor if that were to happen here. We're going to see the Cloud Weaver coming in as well, as Verse switching over to that gray armor swap from the gold. This is an unfortunate situation to be in here. Unable to get the pots, but he is able to use the Cloud Weaver to his advantage. Arano is going to end up getting hit by the Bane's Breath, and now Justina Freeze coming in from Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse, taking so much of his HP away. Arano is going to get frozen again into the double charge. Spider almost coming away with the elimination, tries to get the dash into the air. We are not going to see Arano get eliminated just yet, but Spider still giving an incredible chase. Arano taking so much damage, able to get away pretty quickly here. Has to de-ult, but is going to get a gold armor swap here from the... Oh my goodness, he's going to be able to get it from the Spirit Well coming through. And now Arano turning the fight around onto Spider. Spider now losing almost all of his HP here on his armor. Arano turning this fight around now. Full aggression onto the Cloud Weaver. Spider taking a lot of damage here. He is going to have to force himself to get out of here really fast. This is not a good place for Spider to be. The positioning in the late game is definitely not where he wants to be. He's able to kite out most of the attacks here. Finds himself a gray armor swap, but this is not the position that he wants to be in. He wants to take these 6 kills to the very end. Needs to heal himself up. He's taking some burn damage. He's taking storm damage. This is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Spider still 15 seconds on his F cooldown here. He did just use it. Is he going to get the pot? Is he going to get the pot? He gets the pot. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Did they leave him? They're not. Goodness.
I think he broke ankles. I think they don't know where he is. Arano spotted him, though, here with the cannon shot going to come through. Spider trying not to waste the pots he's got in the back pocket, looking to come back and potentially swap into an armor, but it looks like somebody else has picked up his legendary armor and gotten it healed here. So Spider just trying to keep things going with the single tick of white armor that he's got here. The chase continues on, though. They know Spider in a vulnerable state without his ultimate right now. On the backside, finds a little bit of a respite here, but the zone will collapse in. We will see some range shots coming in. The cannon shot's going to do quite a bit of damage to Spider here. And now Spider yet again on the run here. No ult available. Going to be forced to go ahead and pop the F here, using the LMB to go airborne there and avoid the grapple follow-up onto him. But Spider is not long for the world. There it is. EWG's Arano cleans it up, then finds a huge parry onto Funpless Phoenix's Verse as well. He gets to knock him away. Going to invest the F to try to come around and catch him off guard there. Not able to land the cannon shots he was looking for, but Verse still on the back foot here, trying to get that legendary armor up. Now Arano kind of protecting the body here. Doesn't want to let anybody else come in and pick up these legendary weapons that he was able to parry away. Will use that cannon to his advantage. The pressure being created here by X1's Wuven, and there we go. We're going to see the hook form come through, and Verse is going to eat all of it, ladies and gentlemen, into the Cloud Weaver from EWG's Arano, and things are not looking good for Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse here. The ult going to come through. He gets the freeze. The Cloud Weaver re-follow up, and there it is. EWG's Arano will find another elimination. He needs one more. If he can take this away here, he will take the MVP away from WDG Spider. Arano wants it. He's hungry for it. X1's Wu Fang, though, trying to make it happen, but Arano is just on fire today, ladies and gentlemen. Wu Fang takes so much damage. He's trying to come through. The ult is online. There it is. And we're going to see the hottie go for the ult to avoid the ult there from Wu Feng. Looks to come in, and he's just playing with him. Look at it. He's doing the tap dodge dance here on it. Looks for the opportunity, comes in. Will find the fully charged LMB there. The fire tick doing so much damage, and EWG's Arana will pick up a 6 elimination, takes the first place finish, and will be walking away your MVP for game number 4.
Spider starts doing well, but Arano shut the door in his face, coming away with
untested.
And the Salvation Podium Pillar is going to be a crucial element to be able to get that legendary item before anybody else in the game is going to be able to get anything of that rarity. We're going to be taking a look across the sides of the map. Kayleigh's Teach to 5. It's going to be pretty much isolated except for Frostivus, who's going to be located very close by. EWG's Arano already high on the aggressive, does have that ultimate available here. We are going to see the Tiger Leap come out, hitting and connecting onto Wu Feng here. We're going to see the pounces come out. Wu Feng doing a great job of tap dodging, able to get Prio here, but the F1 is going to come out invested into a Tiger Pounce. Wu Feng is going to get eliminated here, completely decimated by EWG's Arano on the A coast right off the bat here, picking up his first kill of the game, setting the pace that he has been all day. WBG Spider on the back foot here as Fun Plus Phoenix now going to go for the overhold here, but Spider able to come away with the parry there. Pretty interesting mechanic that we are going to see going on. WBG Spider still giving chase onto JDG's verse. Gets an armor swap into a blue here. We're going to see Spider trying to go for the overhold. Tries to go for the parry. Verse isn't going to be able to hit the parry. Now we're going to see Spider hitting the parry onto Fat Milk, turning the riposte around onto Verse. We're going to see Spider bringing out the ultimate now to try and secure the kill onto JDG's Verse. And it looks like, Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse, as he is going to get chased down. The burn tick is going to happen. The 2 charge now onto Verse is going to try and come away. Fat Milk trying to steal this kill out from underneath him. And it looks like he might be able to, as Spider is going to get let out of the ult. Spider picking up the kill with a lone uppercut, but now Fat Milk on the front foot of this fight. Spider does need to get out of there. 1 hit from the pole sword and he will be eliminated. Tries to go for an armor swap. He's going to be unable to get something, but he gets a huge parry off onto Fat Milk, turning this fight around. Does have that F available, but the ultimate is going to come out. Spider doing a great job of tap dodging to stay away here, and now he's going to take the portal into the Yushan Ruins, but he is in the storm. Going to be taking zone tick. Doesn't have a lot of health to play around with here. Does need to find himself a way out.
Pots.
Oh my goodness, no pots. This is going to be it for Spider here. Oh my goodness, he could go down really fast. Doesn't make it back in, but doesn't let the kill happen to Fat Milk.
Yeah, Fat Milk on the same position as Spider was, now trying to take a pot, though. He at least has the resources, but Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse doesn't look like he's going to let him get away with it. No ult to his name, no F ability either, so Verse here just needs to clean it up. Will find that fire tick on to Fat Milk. Fat Milk just trying to stay alive here, but the zone tick going to be too much for him, as Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse will come out on top there and will pick up the elimination, hanging on over to GG Shaw here, and literally cleaning up the end of that fight there. You're going to take that teleport on over to Wolves Wang Liang, and that's Wang Liang eliminated twice already before zone 1 even starts to collapse onto zone 2 here, and that's going to be Wang Liang heading back to the lobby. EWG's Arano nearby with 1 elimination, but purple armor and those purple fist blades, a huge advantage here over GG Shaw. Will swap to the musket and find a couple shots there onto Shaw, but only a little bit of tick damage. Tries to find the F, not quite going to find it. Shaw, though, will find the jumping parry there, will take the weapon advantage that we see here for EWG's Arano, taking those purple fist blades and turning things around here onto EWG's Arano. Arano trying to back away here, looking to go ahead and take a reset. Still holding on to the ultimate in the back pocket here. Now Shaw going to come in with a quick scale rush there for a little bit of damage. Arano will find a little bit as well, but Shaw returns the favor. Arano now into the uppercut combo there off of the dual halberds here. Quite a bit of damage onto Shaw. Shaw almost no armor, but Shaw returns the favor, and Arano and Shaw just trading blows back and forth here. Yet again, going back into the grapple bump there, off of it with the scale into the pistol shot before he hits the ground and picks up the elimination. EWG Arano looked like things had been flipped on his head. He's going to come back in. He's going to pick up those purple fist blades, pick up the elimination. He goes to 2, and Arano looks to do it again, Seb.
Phenomenal kill from Arano, 2 eliminations, and being on the lone A coast, doing that is a very big difficulty for him, or for anybody in this game. And now he's picked up his 2nd elimination going into this. He's got purple armor, purple fist blades. He is going to be an absolute menace coming into this game. Well, gonna take a Realm of Yang, hopefully, and he is gonna try and pick up as many kills as possible, going for another MVP. We are taking a look at the map. We're seeing a couple of players, Fat Milk and WBG Spider, closer to that north side of the map. We're seeing Baoda's Action got Plumed Castle all to himself, as Frostivus looks like to be closing on to the Plumed Castle Realm of Yang. Looks like he's decided to take a trip back down to the crowded realm down at the bottom. Arano, Fun Plus Phoenix's Burst, X1's Wu Fang, and now Frostivus have all joined the party close to this realm portal. We are going to see them fighting for the Yang Pass. We might even see somebody go down before the Yang even drops. Gray fist blades in hand for Burst right now. Just going to use them for a little bit of movement to avoid these cannon shots from Wu Fang. Wu Fang doing a great job of holding his position, sending out some damage. Great tap dodges of the cannon shots here, as we are going to see some fist blade attacks starting to come out now. Verse going to go for the Yang Pass, is going to end up holding his ground here. We're seeing the Yang starting to open up here as the fist blades are coming out. Wu Fang relentless in his pursuit of at Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse. Great movement here by Verse to avoid all of these attacks here. Going to try for the scale rush. Isn't going to connect. Goes for the parry. A little bit early on the parry here. Is going to end up getting punished by that. The F ability comes out, but to no avail. Wu Fang here now on the back foot of the fight. Is going to take a pot to back off here. It's going to take a second for him to get back into this fight. Verse was able to find himself an armor swap here. Has 20 more seconds to wait out, does have his ultimate and F ability available, so he is going to just be able to kite this out until the Realm of Yang spawns in.
Yeah, Verse not worried about this whatsoever. He's still holding on to ult as well. He could easily use that to go airborne and to fly right on down to the portal. Wu Fang really trying to hold the space here, but he's not been able to find an upper hand. He will find some hits into the fight, though, but with only a couple seconds left remaining, Verse just needs to touch the portal. There it is. Unfortunately, Wu Fang won't get to head into the Realm of Yang, and it looks like it's going to be BBE's Fat Milk versus Fun Plus Phoenix's Verse inside the Realm of Yang, and we're going to cut to that here shortly. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Verse still on the white fist blades, but is going to swap to the blue nunchucks here as we go around. Neither player going to go airborne off to the start here, as both of them look to find a way into this fight, looking for a scale rush. We will find a scale rush into a clank here, but still no big damage from either side. Verse will find the first entry into the fight here on to Fat Milk, looking to back away, does not want to walk into that fan. LMB is able to find yet another big hit in, and looks for another one.
Oh my goodness.
He goes for 2, he goes for 3, he gets all 3, and immediately comes out on top as we head to WBG Spider versus Alliance's Frostivus inside the Realm of Yang, and it looks like Frosty in control of the fight right now. Spider forced to burn the Hottie ultimate. Frostivus still holding on to ultimate here as Spider looks to find a way into the fight here. Comes back in, will find the charge to LMB there off of the ultimate. Will find a second one, a little bit of fire tick damage, but now Frostivus with the ult going to be invested off the side here. Will throw it out, looks to find a way into the fight. He needs to make something happen. Spider here, the ult going to end early now as Frostivus looks to come in. Spider trying to keep it alive for himself here, still with a huge advantage here. Frostivus has got to play this extremely well to come out on top. He's going to find a huge entry into the fight here, but Spider just needs one control of the neutral here. We're going to see Frostivus back away here. No, he keeps the pressure up, even though Spider just needs one. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. He throws him back yet again. Spider just needs it. There it is. A single tick off of Frostivus. WBG Spider comes out on top inside your Realm of Yang.
Oh my goodness, the fight going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Frostivus unable to pop ult in time, loses so much HP on the back foot as soon as the ult gets popped. Was not enough to be able to come away victorious in the Realm of Yang. He is going to have to take himself to a soul altar and then find himself a bloom to cure that Yang depletion. As we're flipping now, X1 Wu Fang fighting against 521 Akame here. We're going to see him try and go with the purple dual blades here, trying to make something happen. Tries to go for the parry on to the dagger. Dagger, very, very difficult for him to be able to get that parry timing on. Looks like Akame doing a very good job of kiting out right now. We are seeing them clank across from each other, trying to see if he can get prio. Akame using that dagger to be able to just kite away from all of the attacks. The cavalry bloom does come out from Wu Fang here, tries to go for the parry. We are going to see the ultimate now coming out Wu Fang doing a great job of using his F ability to get away, and it looks like Wu Fang is just going to back off as Fat Milk goes down to EWG's Arano in the kill feed. Fat Milk eliminated with 0 kills on the board so far. FunPlus Phoenix's verse now getting chased by EWG's Arano. Going to take some berries mid-fight here, as we are going to see him scaling up and down the buttery rocks. Verse does have that Vermilion's Birdmite, so he is not too upset if he does lose this fight, but it would be very upsetting for him if he does go out now. No ultimate available. It looks like he already invested it. The armor swap is going to come out. The jumping LMB from Arano is going to connect here as he tries to go for the parry again. We're going to see the ultimate coming out from Arano now. We are going to see the Tiger Pounce coming through, connects onto Verse, trying to get the leap across. A great job of tap dodging here. The F1 is going to come out, tries to get the leaps again and again, is going to miss the second Tiger Pounce here as he brings it around. All he needs is one more jumping LMB. Verse trying to make something happen, tries to throw the focus attack out, but Arano with so much HP. Verse bringing it back around, 1 HP in a dream, but a parry from Arano is going to end Verse's reign. He does have the Vermilion's Birdmite, so he will be coming back, but no Frostavis in the same situation that we saw him in the Yang. WBG Spider on top, the F ability coming out, and there we go. Frostavis eliminated from game. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Frostavis eliminated from game number 5 as Bada's action also goes down.
Yeah, EWG's Arano and WBG Spider currently leading the lobby. Arano with 4, Spider with 3. And Arano, just the consistency from him today, absolutely insane. He has not had a bad game as we cut over to Wu Fang, picking up the elimination on T225. T225 with the Vermilion, though, going to be heading back to the Soul Ultra. Game is not over for him. JDG's Chu Zhang needing to pick up that Soul Bloom, but not able to find it. There's 1 minute and 48 seconds to make it happen, and he burned his ult for it. So he's going to find himself in a pretty tough situation here. Wu Fang backing away, doesn't want to give Chu Zhang a single opportunity to pressure into this fight. He burns the bell as well, so Chu Zhang has no idea which direction he's headed into. We're going to see Chu Zhang move towards the other side, towards GG Sha, FunPlus Phoenix's verse, and EWG's Arano, and this is not where you want to be. Chu Zhang comes in. He knows he's going to have to make something happen here around the entrance to Yang if he's going to keep the game alive. 1 minute and 16 seconds left on the Yang depletion. He looks towards Arano, but Arano is just going to head away here. GG Sha and Verse going to be trying to trade blows over the realm of Yang. Chu Zhang needs something, anything. He's got 60 seconds left remaining on the clock. He's going to get clipped with the Scale Rush there from the Pole Sword. And then take away half of his armor here, and he's still looking for that opportunity. Legendary Fist Blades, he can make the damage happen if he can land anything. 50 seconds left remaining there on the Yang depletion. Sha Verse just trading blows here. Sha gonna come up and parry Chu Zhang. Chu Zhang just getting hit left, right, and center here, not able to make anything happen here. Verse continuing to trade blows here. Chu Zhang at half health. Another huge hit from the Pole Sword. Chu Zhang, 30 seconds left remaining, but a ton of damage dealt to him. The odds do not look good that Chu Zhang is going to be able to make anything happen here, ladies and gentlemen. Blood's in the water. He lands a parry. He gets the riposte there. Huge damage on the GG shot. Chu Zhang trying to keep the game alive. Will find the white armor swap, but he's only got 15 seconds. What can the man do? He's got to make something happen. He's got to make a play. He's not going to find it as he gets caught out by yet another grapple. 8 seconds left remaining. The question is just who's going to pick up the elimination at this point, and it's going to be 5-2-1 Zakame who finds the Scale Rush kill onto our boy JDG's Chu Zhang.
Beautiful Scale Rush coming in, but it looks like GG Sha is going to be the one to reap the rewards, as he did pick up those golden fist blades that are going to be a highly coveted weapon, especially as they are continuing on into the game. WBG Spider getting into a bit of a range battle with FunPlus Phoenix's Verse here, as they both took a bunch of range damage here. It's going to be Hung Sword versus Pole Sword in this fight. Huge parry coming out. Spider doing an absolutely amazing job at coming away with the parry there. Super nice jump parry. Spider now is going to be able to get the LMB pry out into the combo, into the grapple bump, and into the game over. See you later, Verse. Spider coming away with a textbook Hung Sword combo there, as we're going to see Arano coming through, trying to make something happen with the purple fist blades. KLA T225 with the blue fist blades in hand, gets the Scale Rush into the jumping LMB. Arano now trying to make something happen, is going to try and go for the Scale Rush up into, gets Scale Rushed by KLA T225. We're going to see him come through the Scale Rushing, trying to make something happen here. both fighting their hardest, exactly mirroring each other's moves. And now all he needs to do is come away with something. The two off-hero picks here, Akos versus Temi. You're going to see the Scale Rush coming through, trying to make the pounce happen here. See, he does still have both of his pounces. Verano just going to go for the reset here. Instead of trying to enter into the storm, he is enter into the sand. Well, he is going to just try and go for some pounces on the outside, seeing if he can do anything. He does get the grab, but there's only 38 seconds left. They're both full HP. Ults both down for the both of them. We are going to see him get the prio here, gets the uppercut into the focus, into the jumping LMB, into the next jumping LMB. We're going to see him try and go for the focus. Whoever comes away victorious here, huge parry potential available, but Arano getting prio again. Oh my goodness, TG25 getting absolutely decimated by EWG's Arano, who is just dominating the class today. Wu Fang here on the Yang. It looks like to be OnePlus Phoenix's verse. Could be on Yang depletion here as Wu Fang trying to make something happen. Parry coming out. The F ability is going to be invested. Verse going to be able to come away with a huge parry into the 1.0. We are going to see the F come out from Wu Fang now. The 1-2 from the dual blades, golden dual blades in hand, is going to be very dangerous for Wu Fang. Wu Fang now on the bottom side, going to try and go for a charged attack. We are going to see the Scale Rush coming in above here as Wu Fang tries to go for the reset. Verse into the 1-2, tries to go for the charge. We are going to see the overhead connect. F ability launched by JDG's Verse. The overhead again into the jumping LMB, into the jumping LMB. Verse now forced to ultimate here. We are going to see Wu Fang hitting the ultimate as well. Gets a little bit stuck on the terrain. Is going to try and find Verse, but it looks like he's lost him.
Yeah, super unfortunate for X1's Wu Fang here. He goes outside, he gets a little caught on the window, doesn't find the time to find the follow-up to try to demech Verse, so he's just going to have to opt for the full reset and take this back to neutral here. And a very unfortunate turn of events for Wu Fang. He had the potential to come out on top here, but Verse has got to keep the pressure going on this fight, so Wu Fang will find another opportunity to try to make it happen. Verse going to find his way in there, but Wu Fang going to come back around with the charge to LMB. He misses and lets it go for too long. Verse will find the parry, but Wu Fang going to use the F to break away there. Verse in the lead here with these legendary dual blades, looking to make something happen. Will find the overhead R&B. Verse forced to use the F to break away there or be extremely punished off that R&B from the staff. Now Wu Fang trying to break away here, looking to find the R&B yet again, doesn't quite find it, goes for the jumping parry, but Verse just goes for the overhold, doesn't quite find it, but will find a couple of hits into the neutral. Wu Fang finally able to find the charged R&B there off the staff to get a little bit of damage here, finds the advantage into the fight here, looks for a couple more hits here, is just looking to play it slow here, will find another one. Verse will have to go into the F2 yet again, but Wu Fang finds the follow-up chase and will find the elimination. It's going to be his third elimination in this game. Wu Fang trying to fight for his way, crawl his way into the top 12 so he qualifies for the bi-weekly finals as we head on over to SS1 versus KLA's T225. T225 just trying to break away here. Will come down to do a little bit of shopping, finds the full reset for himself as well. Will go airborne off of the list. Juji Shah completely broken away here, wants nothing to do with that fight as he looks for the full reset. WBG Spider down below as well. Arano and Spider still leading the lobby. Arano with 5 eliminations and WBG Spider holding off on 4. Spider going to come in up top. Arano as well with the staff looking at to make something happen on to Gigi Shaw. Kame coming it down from below. The bow shot going to come in and catch T2225. The Wisp going to go airborne. They're not going to catch a Kame on the edge though, a little too far to the right as T225 just looks to break away here. No Wisp, no ultimate. Needs to be careful about how he takes it. 6 players left remaining. His zone 3 completely collapses onto zone 4. We're going to see your first late games Bane Breath get ready to come drop down on the map. So many of the players being weary about what fights they are going to take, and we're going to see GG Shaw finally find his way back into the circle there after finding a full reset on the outside edge of the zone. T225 surprisingly keeping the pressure up here, given that the Bane getting ready to come in, as well as the fact that he doesn't have his ultimate here, able to find some huge damage onto 521's Akame, moving into the bot side here, looking at to keep the eyes off him. Akame, no shield here, forced into the ultimate, T225 just playing the long game here, wants to let that ultimate burn out before he's forced to take that fight. Let the rest of the lobby do the work for him. WBG Spider coming topside. Akame going to be found by EWG's Arano. Arano onto an absolute tear this time around. Akame going to be forced to invest the ultimate there to get away. No charge left, no F available either. And Akame now the one being chased down up by the lobby. So vulnerable with no ultimate, no escape from the F either. We're going to see that F come back off cooldown in just a second here. There does Akame, one F available, going to be forced to invest it immediately just to try to break away. Look for the opportunity. No stamina, needs to get a pot off now before players come around. Will find a single pot, looks to find a second one. Not going to get the full recovery he was hoping for though, is T225, who let the rest of the lobby put in the work and comes back around and knows that Akame is going to be vulnerable, wants to keep the pressure going. The F comes back off of cooldown. Akame will find another dash away here, but T225 is going to keep the chase alive, as well as GG Shaw, who shows up looking to apply pressure here to Akame. Akame on the outside of the spiral tower here, just trying to utilize the scale rushes to keep the pressure off of him, but GG Shaw at T225 are going to maintain that pressure. T225 goes airborne, looking to come down. It's Shaw though that he's going to find. He's going to find a huge bit of damage onto GG Shaw, and it looks like Akame has been able to break the ankles of T225 as T225 now thinks it is GG Shaw who is the Akame Matari that we saw earlier, and T225 keeps the pressure going, does not care. Gonna have that ultimate back online very shortly. We'll find a hottie, and T225 is just out here throwing hands. He doesn't even care who he's taking blows with anymore.
And there we go. WBG Spider picking up his 5th elimination in the game. One pull sword shot with 1 second left on the timer is always going to give you an elimination, as EWG's Arano trying to keep his lead for eliminations now, finding GG Shaw, getting him extremely low here, as we are going to see the F ability getting tossed out from the ultimate here, getting Prio 1, 2, 3. He's going to be able to come away with the eliminations here. Now Spider is going to try and go for that scale rush, decides to take it in another direction here. Now going against Wu Fang. Wu Fang trying to run away, but Arano still giving extreme chase. He still has 2 full minutes left on his White Tiger's prowess. This is going to give him a super huge advantage into these fights, healing a lot of HP, giving him a special buff as he goes into this combat here, as he's going to try and take out Wu Fang before this Circle 5 closes onto Circle 6. Seeing giving up relentless chase, gold armor, gold fist blades in hand. He's stacked and set, ready to go. Wu Fang trying to run away as fast as possible here. Might have to pop the ult quickly. We are going to see the gold dual blades come into play here, as Akame trying to make something happen as well. Coming in onto the third party, we're going to see Wu Fang now. No health, or no armor available right now, as he's going to try and go for the overhold charge onto Akame. Akame now dangerously low. Huge parry coming out. Arano is going to be the one who's going to get parried. Now Akame into ultimate form is going to dash away. Arano is going to just take the L right now and decide to heal up and go for the reset. Doesn't want to overheat now, but I guess he's decided it's still part of his time to shine. Akame now up on top with the gold fist blades that he parried away from Arano. Now the scale rush into the 1-2, into the 3. He's got 1 dash left, no F available now. Akame on his last legs. Arano chasing as fast as possible, wants this elimination bad. The whole lobby sees it, the whole lobby knows it. Spider wanting to come in as well. Akame trying to get away as fast as possible, and it's Spider who comes away with the elimination, tying himself back up for 6 with Arano. The battle of the kings right now is Arano and Spider. The overhead coming through. Spider investing the F1 to be able to get away from him here. Brings out the golden nunchucks into the dragon roar. This is going to be interesting to see how Arano is going to play around that. Oh my goodness, the scale rush hitting Wu Fang. I don't think that was planned here. Turns around a fully charged LMB on it to Arano, forcing him to back off and plot up. But with the 3 players remaining, in Circle 5 closing onto Circle 6, this is getting extremely interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely. EWG's Arano here, not happy about Spider picking that elimination, but it has been a back and forth. Arano will find an elimination, and then it will be Spider who finds one, and then back again to Arano, and now it is Arano versus Spider versus Wu Fang. Spider, unfortunately, unable to get any resources here as he was not the one who popped the Spirit Well. I do believe it might have been Arano who was able to secure that yet again for himself in the final zone for the third game in a row. Arano setting himself up for success. Both him and Spider having an explosive game at 6 and 6 eliminations apiece. X1's Wu Fang coming in onto Spider there with the Cav Bloom, trying to make something happen for himself here. One of those Soul Jades we continue to talk about. Spider with another Soul Jade as well. Of course, the Dragons were being an absolutely massive advantage for these players, able to constantly build meter there for the nunchucks and increase the range of them as well as being able to constantly go into that golden focus to buy yourself as much space as possible here. WBG Spider trying to come in there onto the Wu Fang. Will be forced to pop the F2, and it's Arano waiting in the wings to find the follow-up there. Doesn't quite get the F off onto Spider. The Spider forced to burst away here. No health. He's going to turn around with the Dragon's Roar, but Wu Fang takes advantage of Spider, turning his back to him. Will be able to clutch some damage in there. Both of these players going rogue, and EWG's Arano continues to be at an incredible place. These two players have no armor left of their names. Arano has not used anything in the tank. He's got an entire legendary armor in the back pocket sitting at the top of the hill as well. Spider trying to find a reset here, and Arano just forcing these two players together again and again. He's going to find the charge RMB, forces Spider into the ultimate as well. This is not where Spider wants to be, and he's going to keep the pressure up onto Wu Fang as well. Wu Fang only able to get a single pot here. Now Spider knows the only chance he has to find an elimination is on the Wu Fang. Wu Fang goes low, but he's able to turn around and find the reset. Spider looking to find some damage there. Is going to go airborne here. Just wants to get as airborne as possible, trying to force the fight between EWG's Arano and Wu Fang to go there. But it's Arano who's going to go airborne. Arano knows that the win condition is to keep these two going head to head with each other, and he's more than happy to make that happen. Spider going to eat some damage off the RMB there, forced to use the F2 to break away as well. So no F, no ultimate available. Will eat the F from Arano as he gets sent flying to the zone. Arano trying to play gatekeeper. Spider tries to turn it back onto him, and Arano gonna burn the ultimate so he doesn't get sent into the zone. Spider gonna dodge every single Tiger Leap, but he doesn't dodge the re-ult off of it. We're gonna see Arano get some healing off of that one as well. Spider now just trying to make it happen, doesn't get away from the Golden Tiger Leap this time around. Spider goes for the airborne combo, is forced to use the F to break away yet again, and Wu Fang wants to capitalize on the kill, and it's gonna allow Arano to take a full reset yet again. Spider forced into a corner here as Wu Fang continues to keep the pressure up. Arano continuing to pit these two players against one another. Spider using everything he has, trying to use these rocks to his advantage. Catches a parry onto Wu Fang, comes in, but then Arano shows back in with the RB off of the step. Spider cannot catch a break, but now Wu Fang going to be the one Arano's going after, but Wu Fang turns onto Spider yet again. It only allows him to get the one pot, the advanced heal, putting in work for WBG Spider. Arano shoves him into the zone. Arano finds the elimination. He goes to 7. Arano versus Wu Fang here in the end, but Arano with the no ult. Wu Fang taking a ton of damage though from the zone. Can he outlast him? And it looks like he will. Arano dies to the zone though. Wu Fang doesn't pick up the elimination, and we're going to see yet again EWG's Arano finds another MVP.
That was the most entertaining end circle I have seen all day. I want to see 3 kills right off the bat in this initial muck, and then we're going to see into the mid game, he's going to win first Yang, he's going to win second Yang, and then he's going to get a couple kills for the first place finish in that final circle to come away and take the victory. That's how it's going to go. That's my prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the make or break game.
Absolutely. BBE's Fat Milk on the outside here with 5-2 Akame. Both of them looking to go ahead and get some loot under their belt. I do believe Akame with the bounty on to BBE's Fat Milk, trying to find some pistol shots into the fight here. Fat Milk going to come in and take a couple of initial hits there from those nunchucks on Akame, trying to break away. Now Fat Milk knows he needs to find some better resources if he's going to keep himself alive here. He does have those blue fist blades here, which is absolutely huge. He also finds himself an armor swap into a fresh set of white armor. Akame just burning pistol shot after pistol shot here, trying to make something happen on to Fat Milk. Wolves, Wang Liang looking to come in as well now, as we see the blows continuing to be traded here. Pistol shot for pistol shot between these two. Nobody wanting to risk taking that close range just yet. Akame going to come downside here where that guaranteed legendary loot pile is. He's going to find himself a decent upgrade there into a purple dagger, I do believe. Off the back foot is going to be pretty good for him engaging this fight. Fat Milk going to take the opportunity to break away here. He doesn't want to stick around for too long, and he knows he needs to get some looting done, but we are off to quite the slow start here for game number 6, considering that this is a Firefly heavy map, as we're going to move over now to Fun Plus Phoenix's verse Kaylee's T225, and there we go. Bowdow's action going to take a ton of damage. It's going to be T225 who finds the elimination there off of the fist blades, and now him and Verse going to trade blows going head to head, but T225 with a little bit of advantage here. He was able to get that Soul Bloom, which means he already has that ult online versus Verse. Verse, though, only 25% away from getting their ultimate up online, but they are finding themselves very quickly on the back foot. T225 only needs to find one hit here to make it happen. The clank is going to be enough, and T225 picks up the elimination without having to burn his ultimate. As we head back over to 521's Akame, Fat Milk, and I do believe, I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure who the third player is off the top of my head here. Fat Milk trying to come through, and it was Wolves Wang Liang. Fat Milk is the one who picks up the elimination, and Akame on the run here. Now on the white armor, Fat Milk finding himself a huge advantage. Akame forced into the armor swap just to break away, forced to use the ultimate just to survive, as we see Fat Milk finally finding his footing here a little bit at the start of game number 6.
Flipping around to Celestia, we already see EWG's Arano getting active, popping the F to be able to avoid the ability from JDG's Chuzhang, sending out that thrust to try and gain prio. EWG's Arano not going to let that happen. Going to bring the scale rush in, trying to get LMB prio up on to Chuzhang with the Hung Sword. And they are doing both an amazing job at weaving, ducking, and dodging. That is what we like to see from them here. As we're going to take a look to the other side of the map, X1's Wufang taking a lot of damage. WBG Spider now going to go in for a crazy scale rush here. Going to try and get an overhead combo off here. WBG Spider with a huge parry, but Kaylee's C225 going to come away with the elimination. 521's Akame coming in for the third-party Spider now, trying to get out of this mess here as Kaylee's C225 giving chase, but the dagger movement just absolutely breaking ankles here as Kaylee's 225 trying to meet him on the other side around. We are going to see WBG Spider forced to pop that F ability to be able to break out of here. We are going to see him popping the wisps, able to capture Kaylee's T225 and give himself just enough time to escape. Akame and T225 still hot on the tail, but we are going close to a tower. This could give him a lot of opportunity to be able to get out of there. And it looks like Spider already has an advanced heal Jade equipped. This is going to be very difficult for them to be able to get out of this situation. Spider able to heal up as much as possible as Fun Plus Phoenix's verse fighting off against Bao does action here. I believe they both don't have an extra life. Fun Plus Phoenix verse gonna try and make something happen, but he gets eliminated. 12th to go. The first person fully eliminated into the game, and Wolves is gonna go down. Frostabus picking up his first elimination of the game, taking out Wang Liang, and it looks like Spider's gonna take out Kaylee's T225, but now we've got Akame coming in. Akame also is one of the players who's on the bubble who needs to make something huge happen. Fat Milk completely eliminated as well. We're already at 8 players left in the lobby. Akame, somebody who does need to get a lot of eliminations and a great place finish to be able to qualify for the finals. He is only 7.5 points away from, or 6.5 points away, sorry, from becoming 12th place on the leaderboard, as Kaylee's T225 has now become his new target here. Akame trying to make something happen. No eliminations on the board. Double dodge back away from T225 as he's going to go for the pot and heal instead of the aggressive chase. Looks like he's going to start to go for the Realm of Yang to try and get things ready to this next stage.
Yeah, Kame's got a lot of work to do if he wants to make things happen here. He's going to need to pick up multiple eliminations, and unfortunately he hasn't found one yet. So heading to the Realm of Yang could be good for him, but Frostabus is going to show up and challenge it, and Frostivus is in an even more dire situation, so you can bet money he's not going to give this up. He needs to take this Realm of Yang, and he needs to win it, and Akame knows that he doesn't want to fight this. He's going to back off as we head over, we take a look. It's going to be Boundog's action and GG Shaw fighting over the Realm of Yang action here with the ticket to go in, but Shaw catching the back-to-back stage 1 R&B there off of the dual alley is going to send action flying away. Shaw going to take control of the ticket, does not care if he burns the ultimate because he's going to get it back when he heads into the Realm of Yang. Knew he had it when he forced action that far out on the outside, so throws the ultimate to guarantee the clutch up there. So he's going to be taking action, wants to come in here, but with 15 seconds on the clock, it's going to be a tall order for him to try to clean things up out from underneath Shaw. Shaw will, 1 charge left on the ultimate, is not going to throw it out, will throw it out now, is going to teleport in, walks to the edge here, tries to bait Balda away from the portal, but here it is, Shaw just going to step right on inside. He's going to take that Realm of Yang. It's going to be Alliance versus EWG's Rano, and inside here it's going to be GG Shaw versus WBG Spider as we get ready to kick things off. Both players here with purple weapons and blue armor. It's going to be Liam versus Spider. Spider going airborne here. Shaw looking to find some bow shots to get things off. Will find a parry to start things off. Again, rips all of the armor immediately off of WBG Spider. Spider returns the favor with a parry, but Shaw with the F ability just to go ahead and clutch back the F invested from Spider. Spider using the whip to try to get a pot off. Unfortunately, it's forced to cancel it by Shaw. Now Spider on the backside looking for the scale rush. Shaw still with the ultimate. Will throw it out. Going to use it to cover for himself here. Spider going to have the opportunity to find the reset. Goes for the wisp. Looks for the re-wisp. Trying to use that wall to his advantage here. Shaw still a little bit of ultimate left. The ult going to be ended on the side of Spider. Shaw with the ult available right there. Spider taking so much damage there from the R&B on the dual alleys here. Still has a wisp in the back pocket though. Looks like he's going to get at least 1 pot off. Yes, there it is. That advance heal going to do a lot of work here for WBG Spider as he's able to tap touch away, but now into the re-grapple uppercut there on the R&B from the dual halberd. Shaw finding so much value out of the R&B coming in from those dual hallies for the 3rd time. Needs 1 more. The wisp comes in. Shaw's going to get caught out now with the grapple in though. Spider 1 HP in a dream, and the man never gives up. All Shaw needs is a clank to clutch it out, and there it is. GG Shaw's going to come out on top.
Frostivus did go down in the Realm of Yang, so he is going to have a lot of ground to make up coming back into this here. But GG Shaw coming through with a beautiful elimination in the Realm of Yang that we saw. 1 HP on Spider, was able to come away with the elimination. EWG's Arano continuing his onslaught. Now Alliance's Frostivus has 4 minutes to try and find himself a victim to turn into a Soul Bloom to cure his Yang depletion. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on that, and it is a ticking clock, ladies and gentlemen. He needs something fast. He really needs to get this elimination. So does Spider. Spider with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. GG Shaw already spotted him out here. He's going to try and go for the elimination. Spider is going to be able to get the first confirm off, able to get the charge attack through. We are going to see him get a second one. GG Shaw popping the F now. Vermilion's Birdmite is available, so he will not be in too much trouble if he does get out of here. We are going to see him popping the ult, going to a gray armor swap though, which is going to get quickly depleted, switching back over to the purple, so just in case he dies in the Vermilions, he is going to have himself his purple armor back. Spider now dangerously low, is going to get knocked out. Oh my goodness, GG Shaw bringing it back around, but the wisps are going to do so much now. 5-2-1 Akame trying to make something happen. GG Shaw extremely low, is going to get almost completely eliminated, but WBG Spider gets hit by the bow shot of GG Shaw. Shaw 1 HP right now, needs to get this reset off quickly. Akame gonna try and follow suit, waits for the poison splash to dissipate, heals himself up, and now is on full pursuit of GG Shaw. Knows he doesn't have the ultimate, so he is gonna try play hyper aggro into this. Gets the LMB off. We are gonna see him popping the F ability to get away from there. We are gonna see the dagger playing favorite into this. We are gonna see the ultimate getting popped from Akame now. In the Haughty ult is gonna deal so much damage in the air. All he needs is 1 shot. He takes it, and GG Shaw is eliminated. He does, however, have the Vermilion's Birdmite, so he will make an entrance back into this game. Meanwhile, Frostivus, 1 kill, still needs to come away with that elimination as EWG Zorano continuing his onslaught into X1 Wufang here, trying to make something happen. We see the parry come out. Zorano is going to get hit with the overhead confirmed. We're going to see him try now to go for an F ability into The overhead F is going to get popped from Arano, freezing himself up, avoiding all damage, but Arano getting parried now into the sap damage. Arano now getting eliminated, and Wu Fang coming away with an extra elimination. Now Frostivus, 1 minute and 45 seconds left. It's not looking too good for him. We might have hit him with the curse rune.
Like, if Frostivus has had a rough day whatsoever, we just gotta hope he can clutch it out here. If anybody can do it, it's gonna be Alliance's Frostivus. He's trying to come in here with the longsword, make something happen here. Unfortunately, he's not been able to lock down a good target here. Trying to get on the KLS T25. This is gonna be huge. He hits the carousel, doesn't go for the re-grapple, knows there's too many players around, so he's gonna let the pressure be applied to T225 and look for the opportunity to come in and clutch out the elimination. Chu Zhang putting in some of the work here for Frostivus as T225 takes a lot of these pistol shots. Now Frostivus on the backside here, looking for the uppercut combo into the re-carousel yet again. It's not going to find it. T225 down below looking for the reset. Frostivus takes a little bit of the misread as T225 is able to get a pot off and goes down from below. Frostivus needs to make something happen here, but he can't make it too obvious how desperate he is. He's got 50 seconds left remaining here, looking to make something, anything happen. Tries to turn it on to JDG's Chu Zhang. Will it get that fire tick damage there off from the grapple there with the longsword? Unfortunately, Frostivus could take a little bit of damage. The ult going to be invested here. Frostivus going to give it everything he's got before the Yang depletion comes out. He's looking for anything he can here, trying to turn it on to Chu Zhang, but Chu Zhang keeping it away here. Frostivus knows he's only got 20 seconds. He's got to keep the pressure up. No time for him to look for the reset. To heal, going to turn back around, going to come back in with the ultimate there. Needs to find anything. Unfortunately, it's Arano who comes in and looks to find something on to him. Frostivus, only a couple seconds left remaining. 1 HP in a dream. It's not going to be enough. Chu Zhang picks up the elimination, and that's going to be it for Alliance's Frostivus. Now, EWG's Arano on the back foot, and Arano wants to keep things going. He needs 1 point, 1 elimination to be the player who takes first place away from OUG's Mike. He's forced to burn the ultimate, burn all 3 charges to dash away to look for the opportunity to take a reset. Gonna head on over, heads into the realm of Yang, and that's gonna be the reset that he needs. EWG's Arano lives to fight another day.
The plays coming out from Arano right now, as soon as he looks like he's backed up into a corner, he hits himself into the realm with a full reset. No resources used, back to his full ult. Absolute insane play here as he fights in the 1v1 scenario against JDG's Chu Zhang. Chu Zhang hitting the early musket shot here as Arano's going to answer with a musket shot of his own. We are going to see him taking to the skies here, scale rushing out, trying to see if he can hit an overhold shot off. We are seeing the Matari play come out. The first F ability dash is going to come through. Arano is doing a great job at avoiding all damage so far. We're going to see the scale rush come through into the F2. As he's able to hit Prio here. Ultimate is going to come out, though, from both players here. Playing a little ring around the rosy. You go left, I go right. Chu Zhang now is going to hit the scale rush. Chu Zhang does have that ultimate available to do. Tries to go for the dash. We are going to see the freeze come through. Arano misses. Oh my goodness, he's going to get uppercutted into the air here. We're going to see the grapple bump come out into the freeze. Oh my goodness, Arano passes Mike. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, EWG's Arano bringing that back around, almost cooked himself, but he was the one who did the cooking. Came out with a beautiful elimination and another win in the realm of Yang.
Oh my goodness, that also means that EWG's Arano will take first place away from the likes of OUG's Mike as we head back to our other realm of Yang. T225 not faring too well against GG Shaw. Shaw comes out on top. Shaw here fighting for his life, trying to prove that he is one of the best players in the league. You know, we talked about Wang Liang kind of making a return to form here. In the beginning, the 2 players we talked about in the first season nonstop were GG Shaw and, of course, Wang Liang. These 2 players constantly going back and forth. Unfortunately for Shaw, he's not had the best of performances here in the first season of our 2024 Summer Split. He is still quite a few points away from qualifying here for our first bi-weekly final. He's got a big wall to climb, but you can see that he's doing everything he can to make that happen as we head back over to KLA's T225, going head-to-head against EWG's Arano. Arano with a massive armor and a weapon advantage here over T225, as well as White Tiger's prowess. This is quite the wall for T225 to be trying to climb here. Speaking of climbing, he's going to invest that F2 very quickly as the third party looks to come through, T225 is going to find himself in a bad situation. EWG's Arano keeping the pressure up, as well as JDG's Chu Zhang coming through. Chu Zhang with that Yang depletion is not going to give T225 any moment of respite here. T225 will get a little bit of armor pot off back here, but JDG's Chu Zhang quickly comes back inside and wipes that armor pot away. The F forced to be reinvested by T225, and now the ultimate invested on the side of T225 as well. These two players, 4 minutes left remaining, but they're opting to try to go ahead and answer everything they can, try to get rid of this Yang depletion. T225 is forced onto the ultimate, knows this is going to be his only good opportunity to make something happen. Unfortunately, he can't make a connection on to the player no matter what he tries here. T225 on the back foot, nothing he can do. GG Shaw here finds a huge opening into T225 with the Charger R&B off of that legendary fan. T225 goes so low. Shaw trying to find another elimination here. He needs every one that he can get, and it's going to be EWG Arano with the ultimate. The musket shot comes in and cleans it up. Arano finds a 4th elimination, and Shaw finds his odds of coming out on top and qualifying, slowly slipping away with every single elimination.
He does have 3 kills. A very high place finish would do him a lot of good. He needs 5 points to beat TE's star. 5.1 ideally. If he's tied, I do not know exactly. I'm not familiar. Can't remember exactly the tie-breaking system that they have, but if he just gets 0.1 of a point more, he's going to be able to come out on top. 5.1 points is the threshold he needs. So a good placement and a couple more kills, he will be cruising to that finish line, as Akame as well, one of the players battling to cross that 12th place threshold. EWG Arano, though, making it difficult for every single one of these players by just stealing every single one of the kills. EWG Arano having an absolute tear, passing Mike at 63.4 points, doing an absolute phenomenal job. GG Shaw now on the top of the tower. 3 gold fans? Why? What is this madness?
Just in case he gets parried.
You know what? Some people pick up, the Varja's Grip Jade. GG Shaw just has extra weapons. In case you need them, I got them. What you need, bro? I can hook you up.
Yeah, GG Shaw got that hookup for you with the triple legendary fans in the back pocket here. Shaw, though, fighting an uphill battle. I do believe he needs another 3 eliminations and a first place finish if he wants to come out on top, just with some quick maths there. That would get him to the point where he qualifies to head into the bi-weekly final, and Shaw definitely does not want to miss the opportunity to play for the bi-weekly championship here. Shaw on the outskirts here, trying to come in, looking to make some opportunity happen. Oh my goodness, the Bane's Breath coming in, and Shaw almost walking right on into that first Bane. Shaw probably breathing a sigh of relief after that one there. Luckily, he had the fan, he had the extra movement there to be able to break away. We've got 6 players left remaining in the lobby. It's EWG's Arano, JDG's Chu Zhang, Baoda's Action, X1's Wufeng, 521's Akame, and GG Shaw, as we have Zone 4 getting ready to collapse onto Zone 5 in the next 40 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, things are going to get interesting.
Things are going to get very, very, very interesting here, as GG Shaw does need to put up a lot of eliminations. Every other player other than Akame has qualified already, so they're just going to try and make it as hard as possible for Akame and Shaw to try and qualify. EWG Arano sitting pretty up at the top with 4 eliminations. GG Shaw on 3, Chu Zhang and Wufeng on 2, Action and Akame on 1 apiece. We are going to have a very tight, very close game with this circle, as well as very, very open. Lots of open space for people to be able to send these pop shots off. As you're seeing it happen already, the range battles are starting to begin. Wufeng with the Dragon Roar on the nunchucks, has the gray nunchucks in hand because he probably couldn't find anything else other than the gray nunchucks. So he is going to be using that purely for the Soul Jade to keep space here. Probably switching to a different weapon when he needs to make more damage. GG Shaw is going to hold with his ultimate here. A little bit of an interesting place. I guess he does get a replenish of his ult when he takes out the Spirit Well. As GG Shaw now with some charges on his ult that he can use. Looks like he is going to go ahead and cancel it, so he doesn't use up any of his rage. coming through, trying to see if he can pick up an elimination while he has that armor swap available for him and only him. Gonna find himself onto Wu Fang. Gonna start sending out some of these fan shots as fast as possible. Doesn't care if he gets parried. He's got 3 in the bank here. Tries to send out another wind wall, as we are gonna see Shaw backing into the corner. And it looks like he does also have that White Tiger's prowess that he picked up from the Spirit Well, giving him a huge healing buff, which is going to be very useful for him, as Bao does action now in the crosshairs of GG Shaw. All he needs to do is pick up a couple more eliminations. Shaw is in the perfect position to do it. He got the Spirit Well, he got the Bane, or he got the White Tigers. All he needs to do now is get some eliminations. Starting this off is going to be difficult, but as soon as some of these players start to get low, he is going to come in and finish them off as fast as possible. Granted that a Rano or a Kame doesn't try and finish them off first.
Yeah, look, Shaw really needs to play for position here. He's trying to force some of these fights here, and I think it might be a bad decision on his part, right? You look at a player like EWG Arano, who's just waited for the really good third party to be able to steal out kills. If I'm GG Shaw, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stay positioned, stay in the fight, but not be the one who initiates the fight and puts in all of the work so that somebody else, like EWG's Arano, can just come in and pick up the elimination. You really need to make sure that you're positioning for that final hit in these moments. Unfortunately, Shaw is going to walk into that Dragon's Roar, but it is a white set of nunchucks here, so Shaw just going to be able to burn the F there to break away. Wu Fang super low here, going to have to do some Bane surfing if he wants to make this kill elimination his own, though. Shaw trying to set himself up here, but there's Arano looking to grief the kill out from underneath Shaw here. Shaw trying to find it, will come around, will find the scale rush, will find another hit here, dropping Wu Fang. He's underneath here. If he can find another clean hit here, that could be it. Wu Fang, though, with the scale rush coming in, going to do a ton of damage there. The R&B off the staff, just barely keeping him alive. The pistol shots coming around. He's going to step into the zone. He's going to let the zone take it, but Arano gets it because he connects off of a little bit of pistol damage, and Arano cleans the kill out from underneath Shaw. And this is what I'm talking about. Arano's got the right idea. Shaw trying to force it a little too much.
As Shaw forcing that and Arano coming in, the kill-stealing king. The title has been moved. EWG Arano playing an absolute phenomenal game of kill steal right now. Now focusing his energy onto Chu Zhang. Gets the charge off here as we're going to see another Matari ult getting popped. Now the Liam ult is going to come through here. And he is going to get the kill onto JDG's Chu Zhang, picking up another elimination. At least he's on 4. He's now on 26.5 points. Tied with Akame, canceling his ult, so he still has 60% rage, with that rage building back up very fast, as these players are definitely running these rage builds with the new potential system that has been put in place for some time now. We are going to be seeing Action, Arano, and Akame all fighting it out. 2 of these players have qualified, 2 of these players haven't, and it's up to Shaw and Akame to try and come away with this MVP. He is getting very close, but it is going to be still very difficult. Akame doesn't need to panic just yet. He still is in the same standing. GG Shaw has to work a lot harder for these points than Akame does, as Akame already had 26.5 with only 1 elimination on the board.
Shaw here with the bow again, is trying everything he can to force these fights to go through so that he can find the eliminations. You can feel the way Shaw is playing this game. It is a very different game for GG Shaw right now. He is hungry to guarantee his qualification here for the grand finals for season, for the first bi-weekly of the Summer Split season here. Shaw taking these bow shots, looking for an opportunity, needs to get someone low so he can walk in and force a potential fight. If he tries to force it to the very end, things could go bad for him. He needs to make it happen. He's going to take the opportunity to get the reload here, the repair on the bow. We're going to see the ult invested on the side of 5-2-1 Akame here. No place to go as he's trying to get demeched. All of the range shots coming through. He will find basically an entire reset for himself here. Now he's going to try to make the most out of his ult while he can. Trying to come in. He's going to clip out on his Action. Action also going to walk into the R&B from the fan here. Shaw setting up 2 potential kills for himself here. He needs to go in. Action going to burn the ultimate here, keeping Shaw's R&B from clutching out the elimination. Again, Action going to burn the ultimate to save himself here. Shaw needs to find find this elimination. He's being a little lax here, going to take the opportunity to take the reset, wants to guarantee he stays in the game. We're going to see Action yet again use that ult to reposition here. Shaw needs to clutch it out. He needs to keep Arano from finding this elimination. Shaw tries to go in, looks for the R&B, not quite able to find it. Action just keeping the movement together. The parry comes in, the F's going to be invested. Shaw now forced onto the fist blade, looks for it. The scale rush going to connect onto him, but Shaw keeps up the pressure, doesn't want to let anybody else find it. He needs to make it happen here. Ladies and gentlemen, tries to go for it, and he finds it. No, Akame finds the elimination. Shaw now has to kill everyone in the lobby to come out on top.
Oh my goodness, GG Shaw so close. He could taste the victory, was unable to get the kill, just out of distance of that fan charged attack, as GG Shaw now going to be back into a bit of a corner here. No ult available for any of these players. They all burned it trying to shark that kill. Arano just playing the grief game here, and Akame looks to be coming out on top here, and all he needs to do is get the 1 damage off. He's able to get a little bit of siphon off from his ultimate here. Gonna send out his last one to protect himself here. No ultimate shots available. Uses that F ability, is able to get a little bit more siphon here. Arano trying to come away with the elimination, is going to get parried here. Arano is going to get the kill onto GG Shaw. 5-2-1 Akame has barely any opportunity to be able to come away with this here. The ultimate coming out from Arano now. Just the freezes over and over and over again. And now who is going to come away with it? And it looks like 5-2-1s. They tied. They tied. No way. Wait.
Oh my goodness, Akame hating himself right now. He had to get the first place multiplier and the extra ranking point to qualify, and Arano denies it, and Arano will come back out with a 4th MVP. Oh my goodness, this man is on fire today, Seb.